is up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Inappropriate Bar Talk, the best show on the internet.
That's fucking right.
My name's Chris.
And I'm fucking Tony.
And this is Inappropriate Bar Talk. We're live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Hawaiian time. You can catch us for now on Facebook, Twitch, and on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Inappropriate Bar Talk and on Twitter at IBT Podcast.
Yes.
And
I didn't update the beer.
I didn't update the beer
tonight.
Oh,
Rookie mistake.
Goodness.
Rookie mistake.
Well, talking about the beer tonight, since
Yes.
Tony's going to be changing that, we have a very special beer from a friend of mine and Monica's. Tyler, who used to be an employee of ours, but moved to California.
Uh-huh.
But he brought us, he came back for vacation. He brought us back some nice little treats from California.
Nice.
Some great beers from Lost Coast that you can only get at the brewery.
Oh, so it's from Lost Coast?
It's from Lost Coast, yes. And it is their barrel-aged version of their Voodoo Stout. So barrel-aged Voodoo Stout. Okay. This, again, it's only available at the brewery, so we're going to be trying something that you can't get pretty much anywhere. I've tried to find it online and find stats about it, but it's actually really difficult to find. So
like
this
that?
beer
Lost
is...
Coast barrel-aged Voodoo Stout.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
So
it looks like I know what I'm doing.
So, yeah, we're going to get to try that tonight. And on the docket of topics, we got... South Carolina having a problem with their sewage stuff. We got the we're gonna start ramping up into the Halloween time of year.
This is Chris's favorite time of year.
It is.
Sure.
It is. It's my favorite
Chris gets
holiday.
fucking
Fuck
pumped
Christmas
for this shit.
Fuck Christmas.
I mean, let's not get drastic here.
Fuck Christmas.
Oh.
Halloween. Well, for
Shit.
me, this is me personally. But Halloween's my favorite holiday of the
Apparently.
year. And Thanksgiving with a close second because you get to grub as much fucking food as you want and you just take a nap watching football.
I mean,
like,
that's
doesn't get better than that.
When is that not pretty much any other day of our lives?
Well, when it's the whole spread, that's when
all of it
becomes
together.
Epic, yeah. You got the stuffing, you got the turkey, you got the sweet candied yams. You got
what's up,
gravy.
Sicarius? How are you doing?
So
we were just talking about you. I was just showing Chris your designs for a T-shirt, and I want to say a special thank you for you doing this, taking the time out of your day to come and do this, to take time for us and design for us and stuff, and not to mention hang out with me my whole stream yesterday. So thank you very much. I appreciate. Special thanks to you. We appreciate it.
We appreciate and the effort you've been putting into all the drawings and stuff. If you want to see what she's been working on, you
check
can
out our Discord. Yeah,
go to our Discord and check out the T-shirt contest designs and some pretty cool stuff up there.
So cheers to Sicarius and cheers to the show, buddy.
Cheers.
Yeah. I think Wabi had something to say to Sicarius too.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I told you.
Wabi's always in our hearts and in our minds.
He's always on the soundboard at least.
So the stories we're coming up with today, there's like a couple of things going on out there. We're gonna cover some of that. Try a great beer, and
So what did I put on the docket? What did I put on the thing? I forgot. I'm everywhere today.
I didn't see it. Let's see. You put the Connors Crapshoot, Kushy, Tushies, Clog, South Carolina, and our beer tasting.
There you go. That works. I had other ones on the YouTube. You can put more in the description, but that was the main ones. I thought those were good ones.
Climate change may be affecting beer shortage.
I put that.
And
I didn't put that or the mercenary ones because I figured we'll just get into that.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one.
That's an interesting one.
Big news around this Turkish journalist who's been kidnapped or has gone missing.
Anyway, we'll get into that.
Yeah, so it's an interesting story. And then this BuzzFeed article. Now BuzzFeed is actually like trying to do real news. So.
And there's the one I posted underneath that I wanted to talk about too.
Oh,
underneath
and the
stem cell.
And the stem cell,
yeah. Stem cell success.
Some amazing things that's happening in that.
Science, man. It's the fucking scientists.
Science.
Fucking scientists, bro. They do shit like magic.
Halloween is right around the corner.
Yeah, Chris.
We
brought right back
2
to
weeks.
Halloween.
I'm not leaving.
That's all that's on Chris's mind is Halloween candy.
So, this is Halloween. Yeah, that song just goes through my head the entire 2 weeks, dude.
I like Halloween. It's a fun time of year.
Yeah, you can kind of, you can dress up. You can be crazy. You can do stupid shit.
Do you have? I mean, I know we kind of. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna be. I kind of already got a costume planned for the show night.
Is it a recycled costume or is it?
No. It's new. but I think you're gonna like it.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah, I'm always pretty funny with my costumes. So,
I also want to start. I'm gonna start streaming some Halloween games here this week when I have some time. I might do a live stream from the football game on Saturday too. I might just do like a little tailgate stream. That might be kind of fun. And then, yeah, are you coming to the game this weekend? I'm
supposed to do something else. Well, right now my truck's in the shop, so I ain't doing shit. I got dropped off by my dad here.
I was like, where is your truck? I was wondering that too. I thought you left to go grab beer or something.
No, my truck's all fucked up right now.
Are you getting that bumper fix or something?
No, no. It's my engine.
Oh, no.
It's the thing inside. It's fucked up. Yeah, we'll see.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. We'll see what happens. I got my dad on the case, though. You know, you got your mom to sick on people. I just sick my dad on people. And they're like, we just don't want to deal with this guy. We'll fix it. Just leave us alone. They don't fuck around. But
well, you're welcome to ride with me if you want to come on Saturday. But
Hawaii I got a basketball game, so we'll see. We'll see.
And yeah.
So we're gonna save that, Life Genesis. We're gonna save that for Halloween night. We got a special thing planned up. Can you hook me up? With what? Monster stats? You got to tune in Halloween. We're saving that for Halloween.
Where are those stats about the movie monsters? Oh,
yeah.
When we were talking
I'm
about
working on it. I'm working
the
on
kill count?
Yeah. I'm working on a couple different things.
Well, you popped up a little thing.
Wait. Let's not talk about it yet. Let's save it for Halloween.
Well, yeah. You want to save that for
Halloween? Yeah, because I got something planned for that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of plans for Halloween, I think this is the discussion, but I think we're going to be doing a live stream from
the bar.
From the pub.
We're going to be trying to do it from the bar.
Yeah, so the pub's all decked out. I'm going to probably deck out the set area a little bit too. And then it'll be great. We'll have some drunk people in costumes come on and join us.
We'll interview them.
And we'll have a lot of fun.
We should be the judges of the costume contest. Are you guys having a costume contest?
No, we're not going to do it this year. It's just, it's not. No.
It's not. No. But
I mean, I love people dressing up, but like people get fucking salty when they lose contests.
What you should just do is not announce it as a contest, but just if you see, like, if we maybe we'll just pick one person, like, hey, who's the best costume here?
Yeah.
Then maybe just, hey, you have a good costume, no contest, but here's like a $20 gift card or some shit like that.
Sure, or maybe we give them something from the show.
Yeah.
Who knows? Make them a little care package box.
Yeah, maybe it's a hot chick and I give her my penis.
So maybe we'll have the coolest costume person on the show for a bit if they want to jump on.
Just say it is stupid. What?
the costume contest?
It's stupid. Yeah. Well, hey, we've had some decent ones. I placed every year.
The costumes are pretty cool. The thing is, it's like we would do it on crowd participation, but if the person shows up with like a big crowd of people,
he automatically wins.
It's like,
or they.
So
not necessarily he.
And a lot of people don't like to, like, Halloween's not a busy night.
Yeah, because everybody's out with their families and whatnot.
Yeah.
You just get us lonely.
It's on a Wednesday, too, so I don't think it's going to be, like, way busy. So, but who knows? We'll see. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Halloween streams coming through. We might play a little Dead by Daylight. I think maybe we can try to, maybe you can set that one.
I got a question. Is Black Ops 4 not on stream or Steam?
It's on Steam.
I couldn't find it.
Oh, no, it's not on Steam. I'm sorry. It's through Blizzard.
I was trying to look for it, and I couldn't find it.
It's on Blizzard.
So I got to download Blizzard, too?
You got to download the Blizzard launcher,
Oh, my God.
So
I was going to buy it the other night because PUBG wasn't working.
Yeah, they were updating it all of a sudden last night.
No, it wasn't the update. It was nobody was on. Like, nobody. I waited. It said 30-second matchmaking.
Yeah.
I waited 5 minutes. Sicarius was watching me. So I ended up playing just Rings of Elysium for a little while, and I couldn't even get that to work for a fucking good minute.
That's weird.
Yeah. Costume party. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Costume party. We have Mufti for 13 years. For your 13s on Wednesday, and we wanted to dress up. What is Mufti? Mufiti?
For year 13s on Wednesdays.
Oh, year 13 is like their senior year. That's what they call it. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Player One? Hey, once you download the Blizzard thingy, you can install Heroes of the Storm, and I'll show you.
He will show you the way.
Show you the way. Hey, that's a possibility.
The Blizzard launcher is cool. I mean, like,
what is Heroes of Storm? I haven't checked that out.
It's like a battle, it's
a battle royal.
It's a battle arena game. It's a little different. It's kind of more. I don't know. Player One can probably explain.
He'll show me the way.
Yeah, I haven't played that one, but I've heard it's on the same levels as like You know, what are those? Fuck, what are those games I'm thinking of right now?
I don't know.
I hate when I have brain farts in the show. I just have these like brain farts. They're like,
dude, I'm the one that smokes the weed. You should be like on it. Like,
I know the RTS games and stuff like that.
Yeah, you lost me already. He's lost me already. But anyway, speaking of prizes,
yeah, like League of Legends. That's what I was looking for there.
Speaking of presents, my brother was just in Japan for his honeymoon. He came back. He brought us a couple gifts, so I got those right here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So first,
I like gifts.
He got us some of this Suntory Old Whiskey.
Oh, Suntory is a good good distillery, yeah.
And it's got like a cool bottle. Oh shit.
Which one is it?
I mean, it's got like a cool like old school vibe bottle. So
yeah. What's the what type?
I don't know. Check it out. But he got us.
It's called Suntory Old Whiskey. It looks pretty legit, man.
And he got, so we were just talking about if we were going to put the toys back on, or like our figures back on the table. And he's all interested in alcohol already. But my brother got us this. He's got his Big Bird. So we're going to put the guys back on.
It's a Japanese Big Bird.
It's, yeah, something like that. But we got a Big Bird now, so we're going to start putting some more toys up.
What was the inspiration behind the Big Bird?
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
He saw it at a vintage. I guess he was at one of those vintage toy shops.
Yeah.
And then for Monica, he got Monica a little something. They're taped together. So that's for Monica. Little keychain, says her name.
Ah, cool.
And then for you, got you these, bro.
What is that?
Some lightsaber chopsticks.
Dude, lightsabers. Nice. That's awesome.
And to keep into spirit with my trip in Japan, he brought us back 2 mystery balls. Oh shit! So we're gonna have the
mystery balls.
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't opened them yet. So.
Well, Danny, thank you for the cool treats, man. I hope you had a great honeymoon. I hope maybe you got her pregnant a second time. Who knows?
Hey, I'm sure they were trying.
And I hope you guys had a good time. You deserve it.
Yeah. Well, hey, what's up, Queen? How's it going? So,
thank you.
Should we open these mystery balls already?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Let's go with this one because this one's kind of see-through. I can't really see what's in it, but we're gonna open it. It's still taped up, so
I'm ready to open this too when you're ready. But these guys make really good whiskeys. Their Suntory, the Toki whiskey, and their Hibiki whiskey are some of my favorites. It's more of a Scotch character though, so you don't really want to shoot these. They're kind of more for sipping.
Okay.
They can't call them Scotches obviously because they're not made in Scotland.
Dude, I can't get this fucking thing open.
The Japanese make very good.
What is this?
Very good whiskeys.
Okay, this is very interesting. What the fuck is this? I don't know what this is, but here, look at that. It's some kind of like...
What the fuck?
It's a lanyard with this weird dude's face on it.
He looks like the Japanese Frank DeLima or something.
Yeah. Interesting.
He's on some kind of show. He looks kind of familiar.
Oh, there's a bunch of weird like what is this? Money? This is so weird.
I wish I could read Japanese.
Me too. I'll have I don't know what it is. It's a guy in like a one-piece bikini that says "I love to party." I think it's a sticker. We'll have to put this on something. Yeah, it's a sticker. Or maybe it'll be a giveaway directly from Japan. This is kind of funny.
It looks like you got this one right here.
Yeah, I did. I got that, whatever that is.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. I'll have to have Rika or somebody translate it. Thank you, Danny. That's interesting. I got a weird guy that's holding a bikini. Okay. Let's see what's in the second ball. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's nothing that crazy. I thought it was going to be like the ones like, oh, this is awesome, dude. It's E.T. It's Elliot and E.T. on the bike, dude. We got like another figure.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome, dude. Thanks, bro. That's cool.
Classic.
Right on. We'll have to put all this together. Get it on the desk. But thanks, bro. Should we try some of this whiskey?
Yeah, let's do a little.
Let's do one.
Let's do a little sample.
One. I'm doing one tonight because last week, god damn, I was drunk.
Well, we should maybe like sip it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just pound this.
Let's not pound it.
That's what she said.
Just pound the. Just pound it. Okay, I'm trying to find a picture of this guy. Maybe I just looked up like goofy Japanese comedian guy.
Goofy Japanese comedian guy, huh? Smells like, yeah, it's got a Scotch smell. This is gonna be like our sipping whiskey.
Okay, I tell you what.
Oh, I'm dripping it all over my
I'm going to show you guys a close-up of this guy's face, okay, of who this guy is. If you can tell us who he is, then...
Damn it, I'm spilling it.
Then what are we going to do? We'll do a shot in your name or something.
We're just going to hang out. Let's not get crazy.
Okay, wait, I'm going to put this guy on camera. I want these guys to... I want to find out who it is.
Just grab me a Coke just in case. Dude, we got Big Bird in the house. We got Elliot. Okay. Elliot. E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. Yeah, I don't know who that guy is, but he is on the sticker. That's who's on the sticker. Oh, no, he's blowing away. Oh, maybe. Oh, too bad I don't have, like, the good mic stand. I could put him on the mic stand, like, right here. Like, I love to party.
Some weird ass.
Oh, yo.
What is that?
I don't know, dude. Like, why does that look like a dildo? That's the one I got, yeah. Oh, I think he's supposed to go in this thing. And then you wear this with the lanyard, I guess?
Yeah, oh, what the fuck is that? Okay, I don't want to see that.
What are you looking at, bro? You're looking at some weird shit over here.
Once you look up anything Japanese, you're bound to, like, have some weird shit pop up.
Chris got some weird shit on his laptop over here. It's under your favorites? A bunch of naked dudes on top of each other. Ew, what's with that old lady? Oh, it's like an old lady gangbang. What is that?
New surprises for the second season of Distraction.
Ew, that's disgusting.
It's a Comedy Central show, I guess.
Well, that is fucking gross. Whatever I just saw. I just saw a bunch of flesh. It was not pretty. Not pretty at all. But hey, we want to thank everybody for tuning in so far. Again, we're just kind of bullshitting right now, but we got some fun topics. Again, we just I want to say special thanks to Sicarius for working on the T-shirts and always being involved in the show. Thank you to my brother and Chanel for bringing us all these cool gifts back from Japan. And also, like we were just saying, we were talking about our Halloween stuff. But yeah, I want to do maybe some giveaways and some other fun things during that show. So
it'll be fun.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
It's fucking gonna be.
we got 2 weeks to get ready for this, Tony.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm not really, but I'm ready to get ready.
Ready to get ready.
He did go into the yaoi realm
for a moment.
Yaoi?
Is that something I should look up?
No, probably not. Did he go into the yaoi realm?
Oh.
Probably not.
When I saw the weird picture.
Yeah. Probably don't want to get into it. Oh.
Okay, it's gonna bug the shit out of me.
Dude, I'll make a call. I'll find out who it is.
Make the call, bro.
Make the call, bro. Gay anime guys. Oh, yeah. Dude, okay, so when I was in Japan, I walked into this anime store, and they literally have, like, little figures of, like, naked, like, 8-year-old girls. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. And they're all, like, tied up in bondage and shit. It's fucking weird.
I mean, it's like...
And I was kind of just like, what is this?
They're like schoolgirl anime and all that stuff is kind of like... Some of it's really pushing it. Yeah. You're just like... I know it's cartoons, but it's, like, borderline pedophilic shit.
It's definitely... Like, you can draw a hot, big-boobed adult woman. But you're drawing, like, a little girl tied up to, like, a fucking chair.
They all look young,
with
though,
a tentacle in her
asshole. You know what I mean? Like, all those anime girls look like they're, like teenage, like...
Well, that's just Asian girls.
Yeah.
In general.
That's true. I mean... Yeah.
That's why they look young for a long time.
All right, cheers.
All right, cheers, Danny.
Thank you, Danny.
Chanel, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely got some smokiness to it.
Yeah, they use peat in their whiskeys too. So they're scotches. They're straight up like scotches. Yeah.
Oh.
They can't call them that, but they are. But it's very nice.
Oh fuck!
If you like that smoke, that peat.
I'm warm. I'm really warm right now. Okay. Well, let's get into some shit, Chris.
Okay.
Okay, man. Let's get into something. Let's get into it. You know?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Why don't we talk about your topic that you first popped up here? The
stem cells?
The stem cells, yeah.
Let me get my phone because I want to look at the details. Oh, you can read it. It's a short article.
All right. First paralyzed human treated with stem cells has now regained use of arms and hands. Christopher Boson is a true hero, and his story is simply exquisite. He got into a car crash which left him paralyzed from the neck down. After his vehicle lost control due to a slippery road, he hit a tree and a lamppost. The initial doctor prognosis was that he might never be able to move his body from the neck down. Having in mind his condition, Chris was given the opportunity to go through a procedure involving stem cells, which have the capability to repair injured nervous tissue through replacement of damaged cells. This method had no clear guarantee of improvement, but Chris felt he had nothing to lose anyway. So Chris began treatment in April with the help of Dr. Liu, who injected 10 million cells directly into Chris's cervical spinal cord. And let's see, in vitro, stem cells. And it took Chris only 3 weeks of therapy to notice the first signs of amelioration. I'm guessing. Okay. Yeah.
He experienced something. He experienced something.
Of healing, I suppose.
Yeah.
So also, he needed only 2 months to be able to talk on the phone, write words, and control his wheelchair.
That's fucking awesome.
He also retrieved his main motoric functions.
So he could use his hands and shit?
Yeah,
Look, he's lifting weights in the picture.
Furthermore, Chris was able to bring back 2 spinal cord levels that were responsible for his mobility. Soon, he could regain his basic movements and feel independent again.
Dude, that's huge.
Since his miracle treatment, Chris stated, "All I've wanted from the beginning was a fighting chance. But if there's an opportunity for me to walk again, then heck yeah. I want to do anything that's possible to do that." This experimental treatment was highly effective for Chris, and although medics could not promise any progress, he managed to heal completely. Dr. Leo and his team are also collaborating with an associate faculty based in departments across KSOM and the University of Stem Cells. Get out of here. University of Stem Cell Driven Medicine, so that research can be developed further. I know they want me to share it on Facebook. Fuck you, Facebook.
I see.
The stem cell treatment is expected to be successful for curing other diseases such as Parkinson's, diabetes, and even cancer.
Dude, I'm telling you, why this shit isn't legal for you? Like, why we're not researching this and just trying all kinds of shit with it in the U.S. is beyond me.
It's like you got to fertilize the embryos, though, right?
You need I'll just jack off on some eggs if that's what you need me to do.
Well, it said in vitro, so it was like that means they do it in a petri dish. So it's not done like in people.
The reason it's not legal here is because the fucking pharmaceutical companies.
There's a stem cell.
They're starting now, but for how long did they fight it? They fought it forever.
Yeah, it was like a controversial topic, right?
Because they were taking like aborted babies or whatever. You know what I mean? But, dude, if you can do it in vitro, then it's not...
It's fertilized eggs. It doesn't even mean
you can harvest this, but if it can save... Like, dude, this is awesome. This guy probably going to be able to walk again.
Yeah, I don't see it as, like,
a
killing
bad
a
thing.
baby.
Yeah, no.
Like, the cell, it doesn't even
life.
have...
It's life. It's helping life. Life helping life isn't killing anything. It's, you're just kind of... skewing in a different way.
You're doing this on a level of a petri dish, okay? Like a fucking petri dish, which means you have to use like a microscope for this thing to work. So this is not even close to it being like a human fucking being at all. Like,
it's not like it's like,
just because you put sperm into an egg doesn't mean there's a living baby in it automatically.
Not automatically, but it could be a fertilized egg.
Yeah.
But if it helps these people, dude, whatever.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm sure the more research, I'm sure they'll figure out a way where it's not even controversial anymore. They're like taking it from,
There's no stem cell.
There's no stem cell treatment. Is it legal here? 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 cadavers or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jerk off a dead guy into a fucking petri dish or whatever.
I don't know. It does so much more good than bad. Like it's so lopsided. So I'm all for it.
It's kind of like an organ donor. You know what I mean? It's like you're dead. Well, you know what I mean? Like why not donate your organs and like try to save a life or something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know. Plus, it kind of in a sense you're living on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you're helping someone else live longer after you're dead, then why the fuck not?
Well, why not?
No one's gonna want my liver after I'm dead, though.
Dude, your liver, you're gonna need one. You're gonna need an organ donor before you're done. Your fucking liver, bro.
I'll be thanking the organ donor.
Be like, don't be the alcoholic that gets the liver before the 8-year-old kid or some shit. Don't be that guy, okay?
I've actually been pretty good about not drinking too much lately.
That's good.
I need to save money. That's the main reason I'm doing it anyway. So it's like it's not even that I don't want to drink. It's just that I'm just like, yo, I broke down my budget. My wife and I broke down our budget this past couple weeks.
Well, how much? What percentage does your income go to alcohol? I'm curious.
To taps and apps, like to
your own place,
my bar, the place I work.
Yeah,
it was like a little over 16% of my income.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so that's when you got to be like,
okay. But did you look at the alcohol you buy and take home too?
That's cheap.
No, it's not cheap. Not if you're drinking a 12-pack a day.
No, I don't drink. I usually don't drink beer at home. Honestly, I just because I can't drink beer all the time. It's not good, to have that many carbs, I guess. And my wife's on the keto diet. So
hey, bro, I'm down to 260 now. I started at 290. I lost 30 pounds.
That's
already.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And I haven't worked out for shit.
Yeah,
not at all.
But at home, honestly, I drink like vodka sodas. That's usually what I stick to at home. So I drink soda water like fucking regular water, more than regular water probably.
Bro, why don't you just get some of our water? I'm a donor, but no one would want my stuff. Oh, smoker, drinker, bad eyes, bad heart, poor person who tries to harvest me.
Who knows?
I gave up. Wait,
on
what?
The keto diet or?
Oh, what'd you give up? Don't give up drawing my T-shirts. I just eat and drink and walk to places and say good enough. Hey, you're young still, Sicarius. Don't even trip. You got a long time before you got to worry about that.
Yeah, if you don't drink, don't worry. It's probably for the better for now. Although having a good beer is like nothing beats having like a good beer sometimes, especially when you get home from a long day.
Well, see, I'd rather just go home and smoke like a fat dude and just I'm good.
I don't, because sometimes I don't want to like fall asleep.
Don't smoke as much.
Well, after you get off a day of work, like that's like immediate. Like you smoke and then you like just want to take a nap because you're just tired from the day, and then the weed just makes you
properly drunk. What is properly drunk? I like that.
I got properly drunk.
I was 3 seconds behind, man.
Were you seeing multiple people? Like I saw an image.
I haven't been that
this
drunk
is what
in
you
a
see
long
when
time.
you're drunk, and it's like an image of like people with two sets of eyes.
Yeah,
like,
I've been there. I've been that stoned sometimes. Like,
yeah. Where you get all cross-eyed?
Like, oh, what the fuck's happening? I can't even like everything's blurry. Like, but
turning Japanese.
That's when you just take a nap and you're good to go. It's nap time. But yeah, as far as the stem cells go, man, I think that's fucking awesome. Like,
I'm all for it.
I'm all for it, dude. And if it can cure all, like,
if it's curing cancer,
if you can cure cancer in a kid,
helps somebody walk
you know what
again,
I mean? If you can cure cancer in a kid without radiation and shit,
yeah,
I'm fucking down. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing.
A kid shouldn't have to go through that kind of shit. But no, the pharmaceutical and the fucking healthcare companies wants you to go through that shit because they make bank.
Oh, it's becoming more publicly accepted, and it's like, my feeling is like, dude, if it's against your religion to do it, whatever, don't fucking do it, man. Like, but you shouldn't be able to tell other people what they can't do,
Wait, but I couldn't hold my boyfriend, and we fell onto someone we all dislike. He's a real creep to girls, including me. Well, you tell your boyfriend, smack him around. You're pretty much right, Tony. I mean, usually I am, Queen, so thank you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I forgot. What was I saying? What was I just saying?
I think she meant like curing the cancer.
Oh yeah, dude.
Instead of using radiation therapy.
Oh, and I think basically, you know, we just gotta wait for Trump to say
it means
fuck
you
the
don't
lobbyists.
have to do chemo anymore. I mean, chemo ruins people, man. Chemo is like
chemo's worse for you than the cancer sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's basically like they kill you so much that the cancer gives up. Like, oh, this guy's dying anyway, and then the cancer just goes away.
Bring you to
and then they bring you back to life.
They bring you to the brink of death, so you're like, so the cancer doesn't survive anymore.
With the power of magic. Poof.
It really is fucking amazing what stem cells can do. Like, they already use it for sports athletes a lot to heal injuries.
Dude, these guys heal fucking
cartilage
fast now, man.
and all kinds of stuff.
That's what I need.
Man.
I need some stem cells in my fucking knee and ankles.
These things that used to be like 10 to 12 months now take like 6 to 8 months and like crazy shit. Dude. Yeah, it's like
not
crazy
even
shit.
That.
Like all these athletes you see in the NFL coming back from injuries like super fast.
Yeah,
now.
oh, dude, he fucking tore
out
his ACL.
For the season, but
tore his ACL. He's back in 4 weeks. What the fuck?
Stem cell that shit.
It grew back.
Yeah.
Magic. Anyway, I mean, yeah, dude. It's unfortunately it's big pharma and fucking the healthcare industry that's holding us all back.
That's how it always happens, man.
My mom had stage 4 breast cancer and she beat it with chemo pills in like 4 months. Oh, that's fucking badass. Your mom sounds like a tough chick. I wouldn't want to fucking fuck with her.
Yeah, props to your mom, man. Like, for someone to go through
4 months, though, to beat cancer, that's fucking awesome, dude. Congrats to her.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it.
And stage 4, too. Like, breast cancer is actually, like, you can recover from breast cancer fairly easily if you catch it early.
Yeah, but stage 4, that's not early.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad she fought it out and came through all right.
And came out a winner.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I have a good friend who's dealing with that off and on, and it's like a never-ending battle for like.
Yeah, because he always comes back and
like you got to
goes
check,
into recession,
goes into remission,
remission, not recession.
Yeah,
I was thinking of Obama economies. That's all.
So it's like things could look great, and then all of a sudden it's just like shit, back in the hospital again, and then it's like so it's rough, man.
That's what that's key too is the support, dude. You got to have a good network of support around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad for you. That's anybody who has cancer of any kind is that's always a rough thing.
I feel for you, man, but dude, trust me, if I ever had something like that, I'd be like, dude, first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna try this stem cell shit first. I don't care if I gotta fly to fucking Europe to do it or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go to China. Pump me full of it. All of a sudden my eyes get like. I always look perma-stoned after that. Like, hey, I think the genes are splicing.
I know, right?
Genes are splicing.
But that's the thing.
I get like really good at math.
You wouldn't be able to smoke weed in China. You can do it.
I'd be fine with that, dude. When I go overseas, I don't even trip. Like, I'm occupied. You know what I mean? If I'm occupied weed's not like a physical thing where it's like, oh, I gotta smoke a joint or I'm gonna fucking freak out. You know what I mean? It's more like. Damn, a joint would be really nice right now.
Yeah, it's like a beer.
I mean? Yeah.
It's like I don't need one right now, but I kind of would like to have one.
No, but then you get people that are physically addicted to alcohol. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like physically, you don't get addicted to weed. Maybe mentally or psychologically, I could see, just as a crutch.
Right.
But nah, when I'm overseas, man, there's so much stuff to occupy my time. Like I go check out cool shit. Like I'm good. And lots of marijuana edibles, LOL. It helped her so much with the nausea. See, dude, marijuana? Dude, that's another thing the big pharma's holding back is marijuana, dude.
Not for long.
Yeah,
Canada has officially made it legal.
Yeah, congrats to Canada finally for doing something fucking right. Yeah.
So it's legal in Canada now, I believe, as the 8th or something like that.
Thank you.
So this past week it became full-fledged, like legal, and then... they're saying there was also a story where they're saying they're gonna pardon everybody for small possession crimes. I think they said anybody who obtained
that should help their economy.
30 ounces that got busted for it or had a criminal. Yeah, if you had less than that and you have a criminal record, they're saying that it's gonna get taken off the record.
That's awesome. That's gonna make a lot more eligible people eligible for work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm sure they have a lot of people. Can't get jobs because of stupid ass crimes like that. That's bullshit, you know. Awesome, man. Right now we got 10 viewers, dude. That's so awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys. Again, we're Inappropriate Bar Talk. That's Chris. I'm Tony. This is what we do. We drink beer and we talk about fucking shit. And we love when you guys interact with us. So thank you guys very much, man. It's awesome. Again, just a reminder, we are moving over to Twitch exclusively for our live broadcasts. They offer us a lot more, and that's happening November 1st. So Queen, please make yourself a Twitch TV account.
She has one.
I think she does, yeah. And you can always catch us there. We will be posting stuff 24 hours after the live broadcast. That's the rules. Yeah. I looked it up, and that's the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, Twitch.
Yeah, but, if you got a Prime account, you can link up your Twitch and your Amazon Prime account. And I've been getting a lot of questions on how to do this, so I'm going to figure it out myself because I don't really remember how I did it.
It's super, super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy.
But we're going to put the instructions on our Facebook and our YouTube and whatnot so you guys can make sure you keep up with us.
Basically, when you go to your Twitch homepage, there'll be a little crown icon on the top of the page, and you just got to click that crown icon. You sign into your Yahoo account, and it links
your Amazon account.
Your Amazon account.
Okay.
You just got to sign into your Amazon account, and then it links it straight to your Twitch account, and then boom, that's it. Super easy. Super
Are you
fast.
Papi Culos in Hawaii? Do you just call us ass daddies? Yes, we're in Hawaii, bro. We're in Hawaii. Papi Culos? Chulos?
Chulos?
Culo is ass, right?
Culo is ass.
Yeah. I think that's what he's calling us, ass daddies.
No say.
Yes, we're in Hawaii. Si, senor.
What else? Yeah, so there was a big article that came out this week.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read that one, but
that kind of caught
chulo. What is chulo?
They kind of caught my eye. Obviously because I'm a beer drinker, but there was a new study that was released this week saying climate change could cause global beer shortage.
Oh my god.
So immediately I started freaking out. I started running to the store. I bought about 10 cases of beer and just stocked them away just in case something happens, But found out. So here's the story. Beer is the prom king of alcoholic beverages, winning the popularity contest in terms of total volume drunk. And because
we'll still be on at the same time, by the way.
Its main ingredient, barley, is sensitive to extreme drought and heat. Climate change will cause undue pain for all who love their lager. New research suggests. Global warming will lead to substantial decreases in barley crop yields, causing beer shortages and a sharp rise in the price of a pint, according to a study published Monday by the Journal of Nature Plants. What the fuck?
Beer will become an illegal currency. What?
The aim of the study is not to encourage people to drink more today.
Get it all in while you can.
Which I did. I went out and bought 10 cases of beer. Instead, the study is trying to say that climate change will impact your quality of life. If you don't want that to happen, if you still want a few pints of beer, then the only way to do it is to mitigate climate change. We all have to work together to mitigate climate change. So, what I gathered from this is basically...
You got a gift here, by the way, from my brother and Chanel.
Yeah, they give me
it's a little keychain from Japan. Should be over there, Chris. Unless Chris lost it already.
Might be under my chulo.
Their honeymoon, yeah. So there you go. Okay, go on, Chris.
We were drinking beer, he said, and thought maybe we can do something on beer because nobody has done that. The key question was obvious and direct. How much more will we pay for a pint of beer? What will the climate change impact be on luxury essentials? So we came up with the term luxury essentials, Guan said. It refers to anything that's not necessarily and not for everyone. But for beer lovers, it's essential.
That's true.
So hoisting their mugs, the team set a plan into motion. They examined scenarios resulting from climate change and then figured out the impact on global barley yields and beer prices. To accomplish this, they integrated 3 strategic models, one for climate, one for crops, and one for economic. Beginning with a model developed by climate scientists, they forecast temperature, rainfall, precipitation, soil moisture, and other variables in both worst case and less severe scenarios. Next, they use these inputs for a crop yield model, which allowed them to stimulate growth of barley crops worldwide. Under the climate change, the majority of countries will decline in barley. Still, there'll be differences among nations, with the United States and Australia probably producing more barley, while China, Brazil, and Japan produce less.
Sicarius says feminine products are classified as a luxury product in most places. Really? That's fucked up. That's like having to pay extra on toilet paper. Damn.
So globally, only
beer prices might fluctuate a bit, but it's not going anywhere. They'll figure out a way.
Globally, only a small fraction of barley goes into making beer. So only 17% of the barley goes into making beer. The rest of the 83% is actually going to feed pigs and other animals, basically.
See, fuck the pigs, dude. We need beer.
Well, because the quality...
Do we sacrifice bacon for beer?
I've heard of people putting bacon in
No,
beer.
would you sacrifice bacon for beer? That's a hard one.
Yeah, exactly. If you couldn't feed the pigs anymore...
Could we feed the pigs something else?
No spam, no hot dogs.
Can we feed the pigs something else? Can we feed them cats?
No, ribs, pork chops. I don't know, man. Pork belly.
I want ribs. Actually, dude, you know what's funny? Chris's mom made like ribs for us. They're downstairs just waiting, simmering.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, so... Basically, this was kind of like a little fluff piece. It's like if climate change affects barley crops, this could affect like beer prices.
But obviously. Are things getting colder or warmer?
Warmer.
Oh, because hops do need a colder climate.
Yeah, hops do definitely. Barley needs it needs water. It needs a lot of water. It needs moisture in the soil. And
I know a
stuff
guy.
Like that.
I know a guy. Got water.
Do you?
Yeah, I know a guy.
I think I know a guy too.
Yeah. I know that guy. That gay.
And they're saying because it's more of a scarce crop that humans use, that it would have a bigger impact on beer because...
So the barley is what we're worried about, not the hops.
Right, because
okay.
The big cereal crops
but I mean, they can
for
use
human
rice.
consumption are corn, wheat, and rice.
Right, but they can use rice for it. They can use other stuff to make beer.
Yeah.
They can use wheat.
You can use wheat. You can use
there'll just be a lot of
corn.
Hefeweizen.
You can use rice. But you don't get the same flavor characteristics.
Right. We'll just have a lot of hefes.
A lot of hefes.
Yeah.
Hefes and Asahi and Budweisers to go around.
Hey, I don't mind Asahi and Kirin. Keaton.
So this is like
but.
This is kind of more of like a fluff piece. If you like read it, it's not super. It's just kind of taking something that people love and kind of just being like, hey, if you don't change climate, if you don't
fucking propaganda for climate change, bro,
like this could decline and your
hipster
beer could
propaganda.
Be this much
That's
more
what it
expensive.
is. It's like, oh my god, hipster guys, your craft brews might be in trouble. We gotta all drive. Period.
Oh look, we got copyright strikes or copyright claims on our last videos.
Oh yeah, I did that a lot. Because remember we were playing all the songs. We were like, fuck it.
Yeah. No, I was expecting that.
Change the climate or we'll take your beer. Exactly. That's what they're saying. I don't like it, dude. I don't like it, and I'm not going to fucking agree to it.
Okay, so in response to this article, because it did catch some CNN, it was on CNN this article was on, right?
Life Genesis says, I guarantee the asshole that wrote this drives a car.
I know, right? And this study came out of China, so you know how, like, are we really talking about climate change?
Oh, is China's lecturing us?
Yeah.
Actually, they're doing a good job in cleaning their shit up, actually.
Yeah. They're still bad, but we're bad, too. I mean,
Hi. What are we talking about? Well, LaBelle 32, we are talking about climate change causing barley crops to deplete, which would cause beer shortages. We are Inappropriate Bar Talk, and that's what we talk about. We talk about alcohol. We talk about stuff that affects our alcohol. And we just, whatever, current events and stuff, too. And then, well, are you about to wrap this up?
Yeah, in a minute. I just wanted to finish with this last thing. So, I'm part of the Brewers Association, so they do send out, like, newsletters and shit like that. And they had one that they released in response to this article because they didn't want, mainly those of us who are in the beer industry, don't want to be, like, freaking out about,
and
like,
trying to buy all the barley
out
of
the barley and shit. So they released a little article today, and they basically covered it. They said,
dilly.
A new paper has gained significant media traction this week by suggesting that beer prices may increase, and as a result, total beer sales may decline significantly as climate changes threaten current barley growing regions. But luckily, this paper is largely an academic exercise and not one that brewers or beer lovers should lose any sleep over. The beer industry certainly understands and is already preparing for shifts in climate. And it says, here are 3 signs that beer is actively preparing for changes in climate.
You're right. Mead is made from honey.
Yeah. So
honey is a super... So my brother's actually a beekeeper here in Hawaii. And, sorry, she was talking about the mead.
No.
But we'll get right to that. Actually, go ahead, finish up, Chris.
So basically, it's saying that like over time, because of the growing industry, barley production has been increasing more than it ever has. Like it's inclining significantly because of how much beer production is up, like overall, and the harvesting methods and the growing methods are getting more efficient and use less water and are grown in better climates and things like that. So it's like basically it breaks it down with graphs and all that stuff, but it just basically says that the beer industry and brewers are being prepared for any changes in climate, and they're taking appropriate steps to prevent there being like a barley shortage of any sort. So
okay, well, to address what LaBelle was saying, so my brother's a beekeeper here in Hawaii, and all over the world they're dealing with the CDC, the CCD, colony collapse disorder or disease or whatever, and they're finding out it's from this fucking pesticide that the bees are getting from the pollen that they're using on certain fruits, and for some reason, no one but Europe has really outlawed it. So the bees are coming back in Europe. So Amsterdam actually is like thriving. They set up like beehives all over the city and shit, and like plant high pollen plants around the city.
Yeah.
And right now, Amsterdam's fucking bee population is like blowing up. They have like the most bees percentage wise in the world right now.
Bees?
Yeah. And dude, without bees, they say every 3 to 5 bites of food you take is due to a bee pollinating some kind of fucking plant.
Bees are important.
Yeah. So yeah, my brother, the neonicotinoids. That's what it is. Nicotinoids. Yeah. Neonicotinoids. Yeah.
Neonicotinoids.
Something like that.
Yeah.
No one said I could read. But anyway,
hooked on phonics worked for me.
Hey. But yeah, dude, bees are very important. But after I figured, hey, we're talking about the beer.
Yeah.
And I kind of think it's time.
You think so?
I think it's time, bro.
All right, perfect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for Inappropriate Bar Talks. Beer tasting. All right.
If this is accurate, New Zealand just named the drunk pigeon as a bird of the year after it got drunk from eating banana fruits.
All right, folks.
All right, guys. We got a very special beer, a barrel-aged Voodoo Stout from Lost Coast Brewing.
Whoa, that was cool.
They're located in San Clemente, California. If you want to check them out, they're a pretty awesome brewery. They make some good beers. Now they have their normal Voodoo Stout, which is a fairly highly rated beer.
I'm just happy it's a stout.
They also have a couple other more hoppy beers that are really good.
Okay. Would you mind grabbing me a Newcastle too?
This
please?
one,
thank you.
This one is very special.
Very special.
You can
Hold on,
only
I'm
get
gonna
it
cleanse
at the
my
brewery.
palate with the rest of this.
And,
of this.
Cheers. Check out that Centauri.
You're welcome to have some if you'd like.
A little bit. So yeah. You want to pop that in front of the camera?
Thank you, ma'am.
What?
She wants a whiskey.
Oh.
No, I'm asking for the glass.
Oh.
A little down.
Hey, LaBelle, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it. Again, we're Inappropriate Bar Talk. We do this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Hawaii time. We talk about current events. We drink. We do a beer tasting every week of a craft beer. And pretty much every other day, I'm gaming or Chris is gaming. So we're pretty much on every day of the week. Tony's
I've been
doing
streaming
some
a lot.
serious gaming.
Yeah.
Now they got my new chair too, dude. I'm just like, oh, dude, I can game for hours.
You guys like Rogue Brewery?
We do like we like a lot of stuff from Rogue, actually.
Absolutely, they have ties back to Hawaii too. The owner of Rogue,
I really like that
who's
Passion Puckers,
Paradise Pucker.
Paradise Puckers.
Yeah. So the one of the founders of Rogue was a big Hawaii fan, and he actually had a house here, and he's unfortunately no longer with us. R.I.P. But
LaBelle is a crafter.
But yeah, so
awesome. Were you watching The Perfect Show? Because this guy, that's what he does.
So Rogue has some close ties to Hawaii. So they They do make some. They made a special. The Paradise Pugger was kind of a dedication.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite sour beers. I think.
Yeah,
that's up there. It's definitely one of my top 2-3 sours.
Yeah, craft beers are slowly coming to Hawaii. We're getting more and more and more. But Rogue was like one of the first.
Yeah,
like,
Rogue's
legit
a good one.
Craft breweries to come here.
Well, crafter of art. Oh, okay, I see. Well, beer is an art. I think it is. A good beer, it's like a fucking masterpiece.
It's like being a good chef. Or,
yeah.
You know, it's...
And that is called culinary art. Okay?
All right, so just a little description of this beer. Voodoo is a full-bodied...
Okay, Life Genesis. I'm going to call you LG. LG usually, he makes wine.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Check that out. He brews a little bit, he said too. But go ahead, Chris. Give me like the finger when you want the echo.
No.
Don't give me like the finger, but give me like not like that. Yeah.
Okay.
My brother brought us some mystery balls from Japan. Monica's looking at the paper over there like, what the fuck is this?
Voodoo is a full-bodied dark brew that is rich and malty with plenty of roasted barley character. This hearty stout is layered with flavors of roasted barley, chocolate, and coffee, coming from the highest quality imported malts. Its creamy, long-lasting head completes the brew, tempting your taste buds to be spellbound. Aged in American oak barrels and infused with vanilla beans.
Vanilla beans.
I couldn't find any like power words in that sentence.
I think you hit the good ones.
Well, here let's do it. So this is the Left Coast American style.
Lost Coast.
Oh, Left Coast. Left Coast.
Oh, Left Coast.
Did I say Lost Coast?
Yeah, you told me Lost Coast.
Oh, I did tell you Lost Coast. There's a brewery. I'm like echoing. There is a brewery called Lost Coast. This is Left Coast.
Okay, hold on. I gotta change it. Chris
Left
told me the wrong
Coast.
info, guys.
Wah.
No one claimed we were perfect at this.
Did you get yourself some there, Boo?
There we go.
You
know I
did.
Wait, I'm not the Boo though. I was repeating what she said. I'm not answering. Never mind. Anyway, don't worry. I see it as art as well. I crochet, knit, cross stitch, draw, and make cosplay and fursuits. Oh, are you one of those?
Are you a furry?
Are you a
No,
furry?
No, you don't call them furries.
No, what are they
They don't
called?
call them furries anymore, right? It's just call them
Plushies. Plushies? Is that it?
I don't know.
Get me some plushie.
A good friend of ours, Nicole, used to make her own cosplay costumes.
That's awesome.
Too.
You and Sakaria should talk. She is actually designing a T-shirt design for us right now. And again, I want to say thanks to her. I think it's so cool that like we got friends around the world that does cool shit like that. Yeah, dude. Sicarius is the artist. You got to check out her stuff. If you join our Discord, which they should, if you hit, I think, exclamation Discord, it should pop up on how to join it. And you can see we have a T-shirt design channel, and you can kind of check out what Sicarius has been designing for us. Super cool. Woman power. There you go.
If you want to follow along with our beer tastings, if you happen to have the same beer that we do, you probably don't have this one because it's hard to get.
Yeah, this is directly from the brewery, you said, right?
Yeah, if you go to Beerology, we have these little sheets that we
go to beerology.com or just .org.
Beerology.org?
Well, it says on the bottom of the thing right there.
.ca.
Oh, okay, there you go. At the moment, I'm working on a Flut cosplay. What is Flut? First shirt is nearly done. I'm just lining everything right now. Dude, Sicarius is fucking bang. Just working, just designing everything, dude.
I want to Google Flut.
But we appreciate all you guys tuning in, man. Super cool. Super
I hope
awesome.
It's not the costumes with like the holes cut out in inappropriate places.
Flut is a character from Jack and Dexter. Or Daxter. Oh, the little blue-haired lady? Is that the one? She's like super pale with blue hair. Oh, yo. Dude, Sicarius is getting pumped over there. She's got yo in caps. I have Jack and Daxter game on PSP and Jack and Daxter.
There you go. That's Flut.
Oh, okay, the little bird thing. Oh, okay.
I've seen this.
I think I've seen that too. Is that like Yu-Gi-Oh or something? I don't know. I'm old. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not up to date with what the kids are doing.
I felt alone on YouTube and came over here.
Hey, there you go. I love it.
So tonight we're doing the Left Coast.
Left Coast. Barrel aged Voodoo Stout. Dude, I love that. Welcome to the land of the tad dead, maybe alive. I don't know. All right, dude. I'm pumped on this beer. Actually, I'm not excited. I don't get excited about barrel aged very often.
Yeah,
but I don't know. For some reason, I'm just in the mood for a stout. You know.
Well, this one should be nice.
All right.
All right.
Let's give it a
give it a little.
It's black. It's more dark brown than fully black.
It's not a full solid black. It's like a.
I mean, it's pretty dark.
It's pretty dark though.
It's pretty dark.
We're getting into the dark brown black.
Dark brown to black.
Yeah. Clarity, hard to tell. So
I'm in a weird mood, man. That's awesome, dude. I'm in a weird mood every night I come to this show.
And how was the head? You still got a little bit lingering.
I got some bubbles.
Yeah, we'll say a little.
Okay,
bubbles.
It's okay, man.
It's okay. Aroma. Ooh, baby, this is gonna be right up Tony's.
Dude, it smells like smoky wood. Hey,
Smoky
LG.
wood.
See, I started a nickname now. We got LG in the house for Life Genesis.
You want to know LG? No, that didn't work.
Yeah, it's definitely like a campfire almost. Not super smoky, but it's.
Yeah.
I almost smell unburnt wood. Like it smells like lumber.
Like a fresh.
It smells like
wood.
it smells like lumber. I like it. Like a maple. Okay.
Would you say
LG is the go-to people use. There you go. No, I came up with that. LG, don't try to take away my sunshine here.
Would you say the aroma's
It's not that boring.
faint or strong?
It's on the stronger side. I wouldn't say it's like super strong, but like I can smell it from here. Versus having to like some beers we gotta like stick our fucking nose in.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
getting
I mean?
a lot of like barley grain smell. Like
Really?
Yeah, when I smell grains, like dark. When you smell like dark malts and
Well,
stuff
I would.
like that,
That's
it's,
kind of
pretty
like a
coming
wood
through.
smell.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. He
Sweet,
came up with it.
Sweet
Thank
or
you.
sharp?
Thank you. It's not sharp, but it's not sweet either. It's smoky. It's very earth smoke.
Yeah.
It's not sharp or sweet.
So I'm getting grain. Toast.
This?
Do you getting a toast nut?
That didn't help.
Toast nut, bread, caramel.
I mean, I guess toast because it's almost like a burnt wood, but not really. I can see you're talking about the kind of grain smell though too. Like it's like almost like a fresh lumber smell.
Yeah.
Like
Do you get any
pine or-
coffee notes off of this or?
Not really.
Nut?
Don't actually breathe it in, LOL. I'll believe whoever has the bigger
I'm gonna
nose.
snort it.
Who's got the bigger nose? Probably me.
I don't know. It's pretty close.
He's actually looking like, I don't know.
More earthy tones.
Yeah, I would say earthy versus like sweet or sharp.
And any herbal, floral, spice, resin, or citrus. Oh fuck.
No, I would stick
weird.
with smoky lumber. Smoky lumber is what my description would be. Not burnt wood, but smoky lumber.
Smoky lumber.
Yeah. I feel like you're describing a pine forest. That's what it kind of smells like, but not that. There's no
not super
pine.
pine.
It's not pine like a Christmas tree smell.
It's more of like the cut wood.
Yeah, it's like
smell.
it's like a
like
lumber.
you just went through a sawmill.
lumber,
Yeah, lumber.
not a actual tree. Yeah.
All right. Time to
Can
get
you
into the
send
flavor.
me? Can you send me the sheet you're using? I am gonna do some similarly with my own farts. You go to fartology.up your ass. No, I'm just kidding.
www.
Hey, Killer Corn Army, what's going on? You're new to the channel. I swear I've seen him before here.
Yeah, we yeah.
He says he's new to the channel. Well, welcome, Killer Corn Army. We're doing right now our beer tasting of the Left Coast Barrel Aged Voodoo Stout.
We're ready to get in the flavor of this bitch.
Yeah, dude. Here, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, my
Here
lady.
we go.
Did you just say my ladies?
What's with all this milady stuff?
Oh yeah, we remember you.
Yeah, I remember you.
You were that asshole that one time.
Nah, was he?
Just kidding.
Hey, LG, stop stealing jokes from fucking Step Brothers, okay? Onion and ketchup.
Oh, yeah, I can taste it now. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, the tuxedos are pretty fucked up.
Yeah. That's my Seth Rogen laugh. Not good?
You sound like that guy out of Waterboy. You just make a joke, Bobby. Yeah. Hey, congratulations. 70 subscribers. That's pretty good,
yeah,
man.
right on, Killer Corn Army. Just to let you know what we're up to, we're actually going Twitch exclusive for our live stream starting November 1st. So please make sure you make yourself a Twitch TV account and follow us over there. Follow us on over there. There we go. That's what I want to say.
Follow us over.
But congratulations to your goal, man. That's awesome, dude. We know what it's like, dude. So congrats to you.
We're still pushing goals, too. We're only up to, what, 100?
131. Well, I think maybe 132 subscribers now.
Followers on Twitch. And then I think we only have like 117, 118 on YouTube, I think. Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Well, we're slowly growing. Our Twitch is starting to grow, you know. I think that the gaming streams help, but it's a lot of fun. I'm playing video games anyway. Why not hang out with some cool peeps, you know?
I'm actually enjoying this beer right now.
Yeah, me too. Type it in the comments section down below if Twitch. If you're on Twitch. Right now we got, I think, oh, hold on. Let me get you.
Blop, blop.
There you go. Blup, blup, blup.
Blup, blup, blup.
Let's see. Right now we got 6 on Twitch and 4 on YouTube. That's the count.
Would you say the flavor is faint or strong?
I think it's fucking perfect.
I'd say it's a little on the stronger side, but not overbearing, not over like powering.
For a bourbon,
yeah,
a bourbon, what?
Bourbon barrel
for
aged.
Give me a sec. For a bourbon barrel aged beer. There you go. That's a fucking tongue twister. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if it's bourbon actually.
Oh, what it says?
American oak barrels infused with vanilla beans.
Okay, so I was thinking it was okay. Okay.
So it's not bourbon.
Okay.
It's not bourbon barrels.
English A+. Sakaris likes to bust my balls, man. She was fucking ripping me all day yesterday when I couldn't get the fucking PUBG to work. She's funny. But yeah, okay, so I was under the impression this was a bourbon beer.
Yeah.
Which I like better that it's not.
Yeah, it's just oak, which is
I like that.
Probably makes it a little softer because the bourbon would probably make it a little spicier and hot.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this. I'm liking this so
would you
far.
say it's more sweet or bitter? Yeah. Because I'm getting a little sweet in the front.
Yeah, I'm getting the vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'm tasting the vanilla up front. But I do get the bitterness at the end with like a coffee vibe.
Yeah. It has like a coffee end.
Yeah.
Like when you drink like a black coffee. You get like that kind of bitterness on your tongue at the very end, like the aftertaste.
Or you have like a vanilla coffee, like a vanilla flavored coffee of some sort.
Yeah.
It kind of has that little vibe to it. I'm going to put it right in the middle because I think it goes both ways.
Do you want another sub? I made another YouTube account. Sure, why not?
Sure.
Please. Queen says, having been around it my whole life, it's kind of stupid. It's like a bunch of rich people's excuse to get drunk.
Queen was
the wine tasting?
Yeah, the wine tasting thing, yeah.
Yeah, I've done a wine tasting. The problem is I didn't taste. I just did a wine drinking. And the worst thing to puke, dude, is red wine. Yeah. It is fucking it's the worst. I thought I was dying. I thought I was puking up blood. I'm like, oh. Yeah, and then I stepped in it and slipped and fell in it. Not a good night for me.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was a fucking fucked up night.
I'm not a big wine drinker, so.
Okay, I'll be back with my other account. Awesome, thanks, Killer Corn.
My wife is the wine drinker in the group.
Yeah.
I'm a beer drinker. She's a wine drinker.
I think that's how it should. I mean, I don't know if it's like sexual or not sexual, but like a sex thing. But like, females tend to lean towards the wine usually, and the males will usually lean towards the beer. I knew she was gonna jump in on this. That's why I said it.
I drink beer too.
No, I know that, but
like,
but I'm saying in general, like you see like a group of couples that have a party. Which I understand.
I hear what you're saying.
Normally the girls are drinking their wine and the guys are having like some beers. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know why that is, but that's an observation I've made in life.
Right.
Yeah.
And not to say that guys don't drink wine or girls.
No,
don't
not
drink
at
beer.
all. I mean, this guy
Obviously.
don't drink wine because I just can't. I'll die.
But when you think of like the girls hanging out together and having a girls' night, like it's always like the bottle of white wine or something getting busted out.
We're gonna have mimosas. Well, you guys are a different breed.
We're a different breed. A bottle of Jameson.
Yeah, well.
Well, that's in any case.
White wine spritzers and Jameson shots.
Jameson crosses a sexual bridge.
Yeah. Well,
Jameson
I think hard liquor in general crosses a sexual bridge because everybody has their cocktail. You know what I mean? Everyone will drink either beer or wine, and then they have their cocktails that they get. You know what I mean? And doesn't matter.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, the YOLO fan army. I like that. Thank you so much for the follow.
I think what it is like your palate just gets a little more sophisticated over time. So like when you're younger, you want to drink like the sweeter stuff. So you get like Jack and Cokes, or you get like the sweet balmy stuff. You get
my palate's still immature then, because that's what I drink. I don't drink this fucking
not to hate on people whiskey. That do. No, but drinking beer is not.
I love beer.
Beer is not like something that you get introduced in, or like if you drink beer young, you're usually drinking shit beer.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
you're not drinking like this beer,
right?
You know what I mean? You're drinking fucking Bud Light.
Now it's kind of changing a little bit with like that hipster crowd and things like that. Now beer is kind of cooler.
So I want to go to the board real quick. Sicarius says, after I got drunk, I vomited all of the next morning. Felt like shit.
Wine gives me headaches too, man.
Yeah, like bad champagne gives me like the worst headache. Like cheap champagne.
For sure. Yeah.
Queen says I only like red wine, chilled white wine in the summer. I can do white wine because it's made with the green grapes. I can't do the red wines. It fucks me. I get all itchy.
It's the sulfates.
Probably, yeah.
It's the sulfates, yeah.
I like certain wines with certain foods. Like I'll drink a good wine with a good food most of the time. That's the only time I'll really drink wine. When I go to a steakhouse, like having a nice wine with your steak is actually like really nice.
See, I think I'd rather have a beer.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, I don't like to drink while I eat.
Yeah.
I like to eat because I'm like a serious eater.
Yeah.
When I eat, I eat. You know what I mean?
But it's like usually you get like a bottle. If you're having a nice steak dinner, you usually get like a bottle of wine for the table, and then everybody kind of drinks wine, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like I do love my beer, but wine doesn't fill you up as much as beer does. Beer kind of fills you up.
And wine's stronger usually too.
Yeah.
Sicarius says vodka cruisers for me. I had a watermelon flavored one the other weekend. It's great. You like that watermelon flavor because you were telling me the other day you like that watermelon vape. Too much wine is awful the next day for sure. 2 thumbs up. I'll be back. I have to take a shit. No problem. I know how that goes. Go do that. I don't like cocktails too much. Queen says too much filler, not enough alcohol. See, because Queen's a badass chick too. She
too much sugar.
She wants that straight.
Too much sugar
means
meaner hangovers.
That's
too.
true. YOLO says I don't drink wine. What's your favorite brand of beer? Mine is Bud Light. Oh, YOLO, you gotta learn, boy. You gotta learn.
You see what we're drinking here?
Yeah, this is good beers.
This is like opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah. Queen says she's right. You gotta look at the bottle. Sulfides are bad. Sulfides. I love watermelon, man. Rare to eat it.
I love eating watermelon.
I think that's my favorite.
Like during the summer on a hot day.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes, I agree. But we gotta get back to this beer.
Let's finish this up.
Yeah. Then we'll talk about watermelon.
So we're moving on to flavor profiles.
Can I have some more?
No, it's all mine.
Please. Thank you.
Did you give the shout out to Tyler?
Yes.
Awesome.
Our boy Tyler hooked it up.
Yes.
And he did a good job picking
Thank you,
this
Tyler.
one out.
Do I know Tyler?
I really like it.
Tyler, he was a tall server that worked at Tap.
Kind of the quiet guy.
Oh, is a guy?
Yeah.
I don't talk to the guys. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't remember him. Anyway, thanks, Tyler. We appreciate it.
Good dude.
Nice guy.
Why? What's the name of the beer you're drinking? Right now, if you look at the bottom right here, right right here, it's Left Coast Barrel Aged Voodoo Stout is what we're drinking. That's what we're tasting right now. So again, this came straight from the brewery. It's kind of exclusive. So this one's going to be kind of hard to get and try. But that's what we're doing our tasting on right now. Right now, what part are we on?
We're on the malt flavor profile.
Malt flavor profile.
Are you getting grain, bread, sweet, toast, nut, caramel, toffee, chocolate, coffee?
I would say maybe a little bit of toast. Definitely some toffee and coffee. And I'd say vanilla and wood.
Vanilla, yeah, for sure.
That you get the vanilla right off the front, and then it kind of fades into like that toffee coffee kind of a taste, and then you get that coffee aftertaste. No problem, dude. Go take a dump, bro. Don't hold it in. Don't hold it in. It's not healthy, and don't use wet wipes. Apparently, we'll get into that.
And then, are you getting any hops flavor out of this beer?
I got no hops.
So do I have to cancel my subscription on Amazon then?
To what?
We have wet wipes.
Oh no! Oh no! We'll get to that. Anybody made watermelon or a vodka watermelon? I've never done it, but always wanted to. Yes. So Queen, we did this in college, right, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
You cut a hole in the watermelon. My suggestion is cut like 3 inches below the rind, so you're into the watermelon a little bit. And then you literally just put the fucking bottle neck, stick it in there, and just let it slowly just drain out into the watermelon. Get good vodka, and maybe don't use the whole bottle, depending on how big your watermelon is.
Yeah.
Use, I'd say, half the bottle if you want it to be bearable.
Use a decent vodka because, like, when you want to be able to eat the watermelon. If you use a shitty vodka, like the watermelon, it'll taste like shit.
It's gonna taste like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
What we did one time is we used the Pov fucking plastic vodka bottle. Oh, that was horrible.
College student on a budget.
Yeah, you got to do it sometimes. She says, Sicaria says, dude, I played beer pong for the first time that weekend. Me and my friend Matt rock at it.
Beginner's luck.
Oh, that was when I was quite a bit behind as well.
Beer pong.
Those dude, good.
We'll get
times.
some beer. We'll get some beer pong going this weekend at the tailgate. Bro.
Oh no,
we got to get that on the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Mouthfeel, light, medium, or full?
For a stout, I'm gonna say it's slightly above medium.
Yeah,
it's
got
not
a little thickness to it,
but it's not super heavy.
It's not like And then carbonation, faint, lively, or excessive? Mouthfeel.
It's kind of on the lighter side. It's not super carbonated. Mouthfeel.
I can see you saying that to yourself.
Mouthfeel.
Oh, is that what she's going for, the echo? Say faint to lively in this bit.
What did that last thing said? What? I can't even say that word. Hutumo. Hotum? Left?
Sensation. Creamy, slick, drying, warming, puckering, astringent, chalky, mouth coating, prickly.
There's a slight creamy.
I do get a little warming too.
Yeah.
A little creamy, a little slick.
Yeah. It's not like a dry wine aftertaste.
Mouth coating?
Slick. No.
Not too much.
That aftertaste lingers.
Yeah, that little bitterness.
Yeah.
All right, finish short, medium, or long?
Leaf tom? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck that is. I don't know what that is. What was the question again?
She's spelling it backwards.
Oh, dude, I'm retarded. I smoked way too much weed today. Okay, what? Go on. Quit making me feel dumb.
What's the finish? The length of the finish?
Long.
I'd say medium to long.
I'll give it an 83%.
83. Okay, I'll put it right there. 83. Intensity, faint or strong?
I I'd say it's up there on the intensity side.
Yeah.
Because it's a prominent taste, flavor. It's not like you're drinking like water, you know?
And the balance of the finish, sweet or bitter? I'd say it's more on the bitter side for the finish.
The finish, yeah.
All right, overall impressions.
Oh, are we doing it? Are we getting down with it?
Yeah.
All right, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, you already called it. Thumbs up.
All right, I knew it, dude. I knew it. I know your body, bro.
This was an easy one, hands down. The nice cup. You can feel the smoothness of the beer just that's been sitting in barrels. The beer becomes a lot softer, a lot more rounder. The vanilla comes through really well, works well with that oakiness. Nice wood smells, and a good little chocolate kind of coffee toffee finish.
I didn't get it.
Well,
sorry, I'm talking about the mouthfeel backwards thing. Go ahead.
Well-rounded beer, easy thumbs up. Probably one of the better beers I've had in a long time. So, muy bien. All right, Tony, what you got?
All right. I'm giving it a thumbs up too. Yeah, that's fucking right. You fucking damn straight. I agree with you, dude. The flavor. At first, when you said barrel age, I was thinking bourbon barrel, and I was like, "Fuck, these ones are a little rough." But I was actually in the mood to drink a stout, so this is right up my alley. This is like perfect. It has like a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of like that coffee aftertaste, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
And which is weird because I don't like coffee, you know. But overall, I liked it. I thought it was balanced. I liked the body of it. It wasn't too heavy. Like, I could drink, like, probably 3 of those big boys right there, and I'd be like, fucking... What is the alcohol content on this?
It doesn't say on here. It doesn't give a percentage on here, so that's why I'm kind of curious. I'm guessing it's a little on the higher end just because it's...
And my other question is, can I have a little more, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. There you go.
Mo, you need a little more?
Okay, so
I'll leave her a little bit.
Well, give me a little bit more then, if she's not sure. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is a good beer. Like you said, yeah, I think it's one of the better beers we've tasted in a while. It's perfectly balanced. I think like it's a good beer. Like you could literally sit there and drink it like it's a cup of coffee.
This is nice.
8.5.
8.5. Oh, it's just fucking strong then. Okay.
So. And if you haven't tried, if you want something kind of similar to this, their normal Voodoo Stout, Left Coast Brewing, is really good too. Highly
what
rated.
Is it?
It's called a Voodoo Stout.
Oh, just a regular one? Okay.
Yeah, they have a regular one that's made normally, but that one's really good too, highly rated. This one has obviously more vanilla and oak character to it that you wouldn't get.
Like I said, it has the aroma of wood, but it doesn't have like that big of a wood taste.
Yeah.
You get more of the vanilla and the coffee kind of flavors out of it, which I like for stouts.
It's kind of all blends really well together.
Yeah, it works well together.
It's aged like a fine wine.
Queen Sicarius says, whoop, whoop. Queen. Oh, good job. See? Fucking got you guys on that one. Okay. How bad would it be if it sit in the voice chat in the Discord? If I sit in the voice chat in the Discord, go for it. But we're not connected to that right now.
Yeah.
If I sit.
She just wants the full surround experience, maybe.
Kind of creepy, actually.
Do you have your headphones on at full blast so you can?
I don't know. I don't know. Can you hear us? Are we broadcasting to that? I don't know if we are.
I don't think so.
I don't think we are.
No, we're not in the.
I'm not connected right now.
Yeah, we'd have to
Discord.
connect to the Discord.
Yeah. My feed is lagging like a motherfucker. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it's not us. We're in the green. It shouldn't be us. But anyway, okay. Overall, Monica, what was your opinion on the beer?
I liked it.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that sums up tonight's Inappropriate Bar Talks beer tasting. Oh, whoops. Did I do it right? I hope I did it right. Oh, I didn't do it right. I didn't do it right.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, that sums up tonight's Inappropriate Bar Talks beer tasting. Let's see if this works now. Yeah. Okay. Hey, there we go. We're back. Okay. Oh, what am I? I'm fucking up over here. I'm fucking up. There we go. We're good now. Jesus. It's been a while since I ran this stream. I think a whole week. Okay. We're back. Chris, you Letterman failed right there. Oh, you're not David Letterman,
I'm
bro.
usually pretty good at that, too.
You're not David Letterman.
This beer must be,
It's voodoo.
Oh, God. Never
Got
mind.
voodoo. Anyway, this is a good beer. I really enjoyed this beer, Chris. Good. Thank you to Tyler.
Yeah.
Thank you to Tyler for the beer, man. That's awesome.
Yes.
There you go. Boom. Boom shakala.
We've got another one that's a bourbon barrel aged one.
That one's going to be heavy, bro.
That one's going to be
It looks like thick. Like
which one?
THICC.
The next one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's another left coast beer, but also one from the brewery. I don't know.
Thick.
I don't know if that one's leaving the house. I'll let you know.
Whoa. You got exclusive beers. You have to bring it to the show. That's the deal, man. I bring all my
Required by law.
I bring all my weed boxes here.
It's
I
a
bring
matter
all
of
my
law.
toys.
I'm the law.
It's the law. It's the law. Yes, yeah. Okay, what?
Flut.
David and Nat.
What?
I don't know. She just threw up some random name, but right on. Fail.
That's backwards again.
Yeah, what are you doing to me? Fail.
Letterer.
Oh, Fail Letterman David.
Yeah. David Letterman Fail.
It's David Letterman Fail. Stop fucking with me, man. My brain doesn't work like that. You guys are fucking with me. Okay, what else we got on the docket tonight, Chris?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Oh, he's done. He's over it. He's upset. I don't know why.
No, this beer was excellent. Yeah.
He's just so heartbroken over the good beer. He's like, I've never tasted beer so good.
It's been a while since we've had like a one that I'm like, yes.
Yeah, like from the get-go, I was like, ooh, I like this beer.
Yeah. Excellent.
Left Coast barrel-aged voodoo stout. It's very good. Not sure what happened, but my Twitch feed just stopped. That's weird. That's not good. Oh, God. She's doing it again. Everything will be backwards. Oh, God. I'm surprised how fast you typed this. And I'm actually being able to read it a lot faster now. That's a sign of an intelligent person, to be able to adapt.
Yes.
Yeah. See?
Think quick on your feet. Say your alphabet backwards. Quick.
That I can't do. That's why I got a DUI once.
ZYXW. I don't even know.
I even told the cop, can I write it down first? He's like, what? Like, let me write it down regular and I'll say it backwards. He's like, no.
Not even normal people can do that.
Yeah. Oh, God. Talk bar inappropriate. Inappropriate bar talk. No.
See, you're flipping words around. This isn't cheating.
She's trying to say on. I screwed up. I or T.
So, Tony.
Yes.
The Connors debuted yesterday.
Oh, really? Who gives a shit? No, go on.
So, well, you're a Roseanne fan.
I am a Roseanne
Monica
fan.
and I are like Roseanne diehards.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen every episode probably twice.
Okay.
At least twice. And so, obviously going back to the story.
Let me ask you this. Can I go on Hulu or Netflix or any of those services and watch old Roseanne shows?
It used
or
to
did
be
they take them all out down?
It used to be on Netflix. I don't know. They took it down before Roseanne was kicked off the show. So I think it's just like a syndicating thing. If they stop showing Roseanne, period, I'm going to be fucking pissed. You don't stop showing that show.
Yeah. Am I left-handed? No, I'm right-handed. Chris, what are you, right-handed, I'm sure?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Monica's a lefty.
Monica's a lefty. Did you guys do your beer tasting yet? Yeah, actually, Landon, we just finished. That's why you can see the thumbs up. We just did the Left Coast Barrel-Aged Voodoo Stout, which is still a little bit left in this glass. and it's delicious. Dude.
Darkness.
It was really good beer.
So, if you don't know what happened to Roseanne got kicked off of the show. They rebooted it.
Yep.
They rebooted Roseanne. It came out for one season. Was doing really well, ratings-wise.
Really well.
Then Roseanne went out and made a tweet on I forgot.
I'm gonna try to place my mic different ways.
And basically, it was considered racist, and they canceled the show. So now the rest of the cast minus Roseanne, is now back, and they just debuted the first episode of the series yesterday.
And how was it, Chris? Because I didn't watch it. I'm not giving them a view or ratings.
So it's not really a secret.
I'm standing behind Roseanne.
If you are a Roseanne fan, I don't want to spoil it for you, I guess. But
spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
It's not a secret that Roseanne dies from an opioid overdose.
Well, the last episode of the actual show they were doing, they were trying to introduce the fact that she had a pill problem because she was hiding in her little water bottle in the freezer and shit like that, and taking pills from random people, shit like that. Yeah. No. The last show of the actual Roseanne show, this reboot. The last one, Dan was mad at her because she was taking all these pills. And he's like, "Where'd you get these pills?" And watch the last one. Oh, you can't. They took it all down. But the last one, the last scene of the final episode of Roseanne, with Roseanne, the final scene was Dan took her pills and he like lectured her in the next morning or whatever because she passed out or whatever. So he lectures her. And then he takes all her pills, and she's like, oh, okay, whatever, Dan. And then as he leaves, she goes in the freezer, opens the freezer, and she has like a water bottle in there. You know, like those rubber water bottles? She opens it up and pulls out like a Ziploc bag full of pills, and she's like, okay. And she stuffs it back and puts it in the freezer. So that was the last episode before she made the tweet.
Right.
And now, so they use that to just say, oh, she died.
I don't think did we ever watch that episode?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever watching that episode.
You must have fell asleep.
It was at the very end of the episode.
Sicarius, this is a little before your time. Sicarius asking, what is this show?
The original show is called Roseanne. And the reason it was so popular, it was because it wasn't just like a cookie cutter sitcom.
It wasn't like pretty people. It was like normal looking bigger people.
Yeah.
You know? And it was a fucking great show. It was hilarious. They had the lesbian sister.
Yeah.
It was a great show.
The lesbian mom.
Was it the lesbian mom? Or was Jackie a lesbian too?
No, Jackie wasn't a lesbian.
Jackie wasn't?
It was
the friend. The friend.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got it mixed up.
Sandra Bernhardt,
yeah.
I think her name is.
But it was a great show. I mean, it ran for how many seasons? Yeah, the mom became a lesbian.
It dealt with racial issues. They were a poor family as opposed to being like this well-off cookie cutter
like
family.
Everything's well. Like
it was like they were struggling to pay the bills. Dan was always struggling to find work, and so was Roseanne, and they were just hardworking to raise his family in a
it showed what a real type of normal American family was going through.
Yeah. In a place called Lanford,
and it hit all
Illinois.
these different things, like you said. It dealt with the
it dealt with racial issues.
It dealt with racial stuff. It dealt with normal stuff like my daughter's boyfriend. It dealt with teenage issues like the girls
drinking,
would have things.
There was a funny episode where DJ starts masturbating for the first time. Like that was a great episode. And there was a time where they all sat down. They found weed.
They found the weed.
They found the weed, and they all get stoned in the bathroom.
It was like so old that like they were also like out of practice. They all like were way too stoned.
That's awesome.
Who had was it Darlene that had the weed?
I think it was Darlene's. It has to be Darlene.
No, it was David, right?
Wasn't it? They found it.
Oh, they found it.
And they thought it was one of the kids, but it turns out
it was theirs from way back. Yeah, that's funny. So. Let's see. Hold on. I want to run through the chat real quick. Have you guys had this beer, Skoffenhofer? It's a Hefeweizen grapefruit beer from Germany. Sounds good.
I have not.
I was asking Sicarius. What was she? Oh, she was asking Sicarius if she was left-handed. Sicarius, what is this show? What? Oh, Roseanne. So she wants to know what Roseanne. So you're a little young to know, but it's an American sitcom. That's what we were just explaining.
This was in the 90s too. This show came out during the 90s.
Oh shit! Lanny said it was marked down. This beer he was talking about, 75% 6-pack came to $2.50. He had to try it. Okay, Nightbot. Queen says, I wonder what happened to the lottery money. Yeah, dude, that's a good question. That 70s show, one of my favorite shows. Sicarius is right-handed.
So the lottery money thing was kind of weird because they ended up winning the lottery.
Yeah, and then Dan dies. Yeah, but then
at the end
they made it like it was a dream.
They made it like it was a dream, and it was just part of because Roseanne.
That's
was
what happened to the lottery
be,
money. That
Roseanne,
last season was like a dream, right?
Yeah, it was like Roseanne was writing a book. She was writing a book, so she always had a thing throughout the show over and over again, and more so toward the last seasons, where she had this dream to be a writer. She always wanted to be a writer. So like it ended up being like this is part of Roseanne's story that she was writing.
So you guys ended up watching the show?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
It was sad. Overall, I thought like in a way like they were paying homage to Roseanne and just kind of just sad in general that she's not there anymore. And that was kind of like...
So they're kind of trying to say,
kind of
hey,
a metaphor.
Sorry that you're not here kind of deal.
Yeah, it was kind of like a metaphor.
Amends.
And it was like you kind of did something horrible that none of us expected from you. And that's why, that's why you're not here and we miss you. You know, like that's kind of the vibe you got from the show. So,
do you want any more of this beer, Monica?
No, go ahead. I've got a vodka soda over here. I'm doing that whole keto thing right now.
So
thank you though.
I don't know. Mo and I found ourselves kind of like, oh, it's kind of a bummer at the end of the episode.
I just got a little teary-eyed. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, dude, everybody, you guys want me to get the beer?
Sure.
Get us whatever beer you want. We'll drink it. So, yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't want to give them the ratings or the views or whatever they count.
Yeah. Because you support Roseanne.
I support Roseanne. I don't think obviously what she said was taken as racist, but I don't think she meant it in that direction. But obviously, you got to be careful what you say this day and age. Yeah. You know what I mean? So.
But Roseanne signed off on this.
She did. She signed off on it.
She didn't want them to have to suffer
reap the consequences of her shit.
Yeah, because of
which
her
is big of her.
Yeah.
And again, she apologized a million times. And
I thought the bitch was white.
And ABC's executives, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them come out and said, we might have acted a little too hastily on this. We should have maybe not fired her right away.
It's that fucking PC blow up culture, dude. And it's like everybody reacts like that for the first couple weeks.
People get illogical. It's like, dude, pump the brakes. Let's really look at it. That's why I wanted to break down what she really said.
Yeah.
She didn't call her any racial slur. She said she looked like a character from this movie. It's undeniable. She does look like that character from the movie.
Yeah.
I showed the side-by-side picture.
Yeah.
It's undeniable. She does. It's unfortunate that we can't make jokes like that because it will be taken as racism.
Right. And she's a comedian, too. So
yeah.
There's that.
So, again, nowadays, I remember back in the day when funny was funny regardless of if it hurt someone's feelings. A lot of comedy's borderline of going to hurt someone's feelings. You know what I mean?
The thing with comedy is it's never you as a comedian, you don't decide what's funny. Your
crowd
audience,
does.
Your audience decides what's funny.
And again, I don't think it was that funny. It was probably one of her bad jokes. Comedians have those once in a while. Oh, that was almost
And
bad.
the way she said it wasn't really
It was aggressive.
Yeah.
And I get that. But should she have been fired from her sitcom? I think I agree with what ABC's exec said. They acted a little too hastily.
The similar thing happened with Last Man Standing.
And they brought him back.
Because they're very political.
Right.
And
he's pretty
very much a
Republican. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he was always making very, very strong comments about Obama and all this kind of stuff, and making it very, very, aware that he's a very strong conservative in his political viewpoints. It was too strong for this network, but now it's on Fox, which is kind of comical because it's a Republican.
But then again,
network.
let's look at every other show.
But this is
you're talking about Last Man Standing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought him back, but they took him off. They took him off because he was too strongly political.
But look at every other show on TV. They're so heavily political the other way, and it's okay.
Yeah.
That's not fair. We're just trying. America, you guys are the very ones like everything has to be fair. Well, if everything has to be fair, then why can't we have a guy that wants to be Republican and boasts that side?
I love Last Man Standing. I watch it all the time.
And again, I'm not pointing the fingers at you guys. I'm not pointing at you guys. I'm just saying, in general, like the whole population's like, oh, everything needs to be fair. So then, okay, let us have our shows too.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, I'm all for that.
No, I'm just saying, if you're going to cancel something because of something that you feel that somebody said that was derogatory or whatever and offensive, then why can't Roseanne get her freaking show back on another network too?
That's true, but what happened is...
Like, why can't that happen?
Well, basically she'd have to steal that whole... the whole cast but her is probably still under contract. That's why she couldn't move the show. That's what it probably is. If you really break it down. Because I'm sure she talked to them like, guys, will you guys come and let's do the show on Fox? Because I'm sure she got the offer, but she was the only one that was terminated. So all those other actors are still under contract with ABC. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
And that's probably what stopped that in its tracks. But,
and you got to strike the iron while it's hot. Like, you can't wait till the contract's over and then go, okay, let's...
Right. Yeah, you got to
do it while it's...
Basically, what happened is ABC acted too hastily, and they said, oh, well, we got to put something out. Like, that's a huge time slot they just vacated. You know what I mean? So they had to put something out, and this is what they put out. Now, let me ask you, are you going to watch next week?
Yeah, definitely.
You going to watch all of them?
I think we're going to stick with it. You know, Roseanne's obviously like a catalyst for that show, but
of course.
At the same time, like, the cast is still there. Dan being there is huge. Like, Dan still being part of that was like, the way he handles it. It's so hard to think that these people weren't like a real family at some point in time. Imagine working so long together.
Well, how long was the actual?
I believe it was
original. It was like 10, right? 10 or
9
11?
or 10 seasons, something like that. Yeah. But like at that point, these kids are growing up with you.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
And
I mean, even when you work with people, for like 2 years,
you
know, you're like you get tight with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You develop relationships. So of course these guys,
and even their kids, even if you know, sometimes you go to parties with them or you go to their house for a barbecue or whatever, and you see their children grow up, and you kind of feel a little attachment to them. Like
you know what my hope is that the Connors tank. And then they just do another thing like, oh, it was just a dream.
It's canceled.
No, it was Dan just had a bad dream and Roseanne's back. That's what I want to see. Roseanne Barr scared me as a kid. Thought she was mean. She was. She didn't put up with bullshit. That's what I loved about her.
She was a no-nonsense mom, which made her even real because like there are a lot of... she reminds me of my mom.
I was going to say that. Like Christopher!
It's like no nonsense. Like,
she'll chew your ass out in front of anybody. She don't give a fuck. Yeah, like... you gotta love that, though.
And if she does something that would be offensive to her family or her children, she'll
fucking eat
straight
you.
up tell you. Yeah. Like, don't fuck with my kids. Like,
oh yeah,
my kids.
That's that lioness.
It's not this like pussyfoot around attitude. It's
no.
like, well, if we got a problem, let's talk about it.
Handle this shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know,
I feel you.
And she is. She's a scary woman, but that kind of reminds me of my mom a lot.
Yeah.
So, not my mom's a little scared. Well, if you're not friends with her, she can get scared. Don't get on her bad side.
I think your mom would take Roseanne in a scrap, dude.
It'd be an interesting showdown. Like,
I think your mom takes Roseanne out.
They were from 1988 to 1997.
Yeah.
So 11 years.
Yeah.
No, 9 years. 9 years.
9
My
years,
math is backwards.
So.
I didn't get the Asian stem cells yet.
But still probably my favorite sitcom ever made, I think.
Favorite?
Yeah.
I don't know. Seinfeld's pretty amazing.
Seinfeld's amazing.
That 70s show, that's one of my favorite shows. Yeah. I literally have had dreams that I was sitting in the basement with those guys and just cruising.
70s shows great. I would put Roseanne up there, though. I wasn't as big a fan of Seinfeld as I was of Roseanne. Roseanne's like up there for me, for sure.
My favorite character out of Seinfeld was probably George Costanza, just because he just couldn't handle shit. He'd freak out, and it just cracked me up, dude. Oh, shit.
Back for my shit. Just packed up a bowl. I'll be back, and when I come back, I'll be quite high.
Just like shit. Just like this wording. What? Just like this wording. Yeah. You know what I'm doing? I'm just copy and pasting it and reversing it.
So YOLO Fan Army, where do you post your videos?
I'm back from my shit. Damn, that was a long shit, bro. I just packed up a bowl. I'll be back.
What are you talking about, Tony? That's like normal fucking time for you, dude.
Dude. Not when I'm doing my keto. Not when I'm doing my keto drinks. That shit comes out in like a fucking flash, dude. I'll be back. I'm going to make a new video of me smoking weed. Do it, bro.
Where's your? Where do you post your videos? Do you post it on the Yellow Fan Army
or the Corn
you post
Army?
It on the Corn Army.
He's probably smoking right now. I wish I could join you.
Go do your thing, man.
Do it up. What else we got going on, Christopher?
Oh, that was lovely. I got a new YouTuber I just want to put out there this week. I like this guy's videos. I've been watching him lately. Tony, I think he'd be right up your alley. His name's Pay Money Wubby.
Wait. It's all backwards. Okay.
His name's Pay Money Wubby. He's a Twitch streamer, but he also makes YouTube video, kind of reaction videos on things.
Okay.
He just did one on kids doing ASMR is a problem. He just did a video on that, which is quite hilarious. And then he has another one on TikTok. He did a review video on TikTok and how.
What is that anyway? I've been seeing that all over.
So it's like you sing along to videos.
Is it like lip syncing?
Yeah, it's like two people will like lip sync.
So he posts the Killer Corn Army.
Videos.
Check it out on YouTube if you guys want to watch him smoke some weed, man.
Yeah, shout out to that.
Yeah.
And this guy right here, funny dude. I like his stuff. He drops the N-bomb for a ginger white kid. He drops the N-bomb.
How is he not getting banned?
And it's just kind of in context. He has a. If you're an iDubbbz fan, he kind of has an iDubbbz vibe to him. But funny guy. I've liked his stuff. So that's my YouTube recommendation of the week. Pay Money Wubby. Check his stuff out.
Pay Money Wubby.
Okay. And he's a pretty funny dude. And then thanks to my brother also John for suggesting that. Shane Dawson just came out with his part 7 of the Jake Paul story.
I heard YouTube was like down or something.
YouTube crashed.
YouTube crashed?
Like full on, the website was down. The world is freaking the fuck out. Twitter was
Why are we
blowing
talking
up.
about this on a story?
So I was actually on YouTube at the time.
Okay.
And then I was watching a video and it like straight up just like done. And I was like, what the fuck? And I tried to reload the page, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's not working."
Yeah, Raph said he was trying to jerk it to like some kind of World
of Warcraft video. Probably one of these kids doing ASMR. And
oh man, what are you doing to us?
Red now, whoa, gnoll, it'll etact or ilor would it ivsm look.
I can't even fucking.
But
I can't even fucking comprehend this right now. Roll down the massive hill. What? Wanderer who
wonder how
long it'll take to roll down the massive hill. Why are you doing this to us? Because I can't help but try to read it.
Shane Dawson's coming out with the Jake Paul. So he's done 7 parts of the Jake Paul documentary.
This guy doesn't have anything of quality to talk about 7 different videos about him.
Each video
should have been like a 30-second video. This guy made YouTube videos. He was an asshole. Game over.
No, he's like going in, interviewing him. He's got full reign. He brought a therapist in. He's doing all this kind of shit. So it's on the 7-part of 8-part series. So and he's saying the next part of the series will probably be 2 hours, and that's like the full-on interview with like Jake Paul himself. So he's been kind of like doing backstory, talking to the people who lived with him, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
What is your take on this guy since watching this?
On Jake Paul, or it's tough. Like,
are you sympathizing with him?
A little bit.
Stop being a fag.
A little bit, but at the same time, I don't feel bad for him because I feel like while he's this somewhat normal guy, he's not afraid to like take advantage of somebody if he feels like.
Of course, he's gonna exploit people.
Like he's a little. I still think he's a little exploitative.
Type your Twitch down in the comments. It's twitch.tv/inappropriate bar talk.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/inappropriate bar talk.
The last one got me intrigued though because they talked to the ex. Well, what was supposedly his ex-girlfriend, but supposedly they were never together. Okay. And this girl ended up sleeping with Logan Paul, his older brother.
So she's just a dick rider.
So, and that's kind of what I get from her at the same time.
And I want to go back to our day with Braxton, our time we hung our show with Braxton. I really love that song. Fuck, I can't think of the name right now. Fuck, it'll come to me. But go ahead.
But basically, she's like, in the video, she said, I would fuck Jake Paul. I would like have sex with him. I'd fuck him, and then I would leave, and I would come back, and he'd be fucking like some Instagram model. He was telling me, because he said he had Instagram models all the time that would come over and be like, "Yo, I think you got talent. You should maybe be a part of Team 10. You should come over." And
scumbag.
He would fuck him, and then they'd leave and never see him again. And
stop trying to be an Instagram model. That's what happened.
That's the thing, is like, it kind of has like little flashes to that Me Too movement that's going on. It's like, you're in a position of power of some sort. You tell these girls,
well, if these girls are models too,
and you're like,
they're in a position of power. They don't have to take. They don't have to fuck for.
But that's the thing. But the girls,
they choose to.
The girls are sluts. So
yeah, that was my point.
They're all thoughts. So I don't feel bad for them, but
I was gonna say something. I totally spaced on what I was gonna say.
It has that vibe to it, though. You know, where you're like, I'm this big YouTuber. I have influence. I can make you famous. Have sex with me, and maybe you'll get a job.
Oh, Braxton's song "Stoke Life," "You Make Me Sick."
Oh yeah,
I love that. I like that song. That's my jam right now, bro.
Right now,
and that goes. That ties right into this.
Yeah.
You make me sick. Yeah, I like that song, dude. It's a good song. Good job, Braxton.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's been getting interesting, and then the last part that's coming up is going to be interviewing Jake Paul himself, and I hope that the interview gets like.
Security's saying just saying random stuff to see if.
You know, I'm gonna get way too drunk. I'm not even gonna be like trying to figure this out. Tony's just gonna be sitting here for half an hour,
watching you guys try.
You're getting better at it.
X but never together. What? X but never together makes sense.
I don't know if she's writing from left to right or right to left.
I know,
sometimes.
I get confused.
Like she seems like she's.
They're kind of bad all around. More than.
What was the song called?
Others. Dude, I feel retarded right now.
You make me sick?
Yeah. You make me sick. You gotta go on his SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Here, let's see if I can pull it up. Actually, I think I have it saved.
More than others.
Here we go. This is my jam right here, bro.
Guys, this is Braxton Alita. He was on the show about 2 weeks ago.
This goes out to all you Instagram hosts.
Kind of hung out and partied with us. Check out his stuff on Spotify and on iTunes.
Check him out. Stoke Life.
Stoke Life. Stoke Life.
Stoke Life.
Social climbing slime. You make me see it. You was fake and I knew it. I sensed it the whole time. Should've left you first time you.
But yeah, I like this jam, dude.
It's got a good like little piano in the background.
Yeah, I like the piano and the uke.
Yeah.
Braxton, this is my favorite song off his album so far. And this goes right up what you were saying. Instagram girls, bro. Stop trying to be famous for spreading your butt cheeks apart. Be famous for doing something positive for society.
It's kind of a trip, that whole YouTuber scene that's in LA. Like, the thing that kind of trips me out too is that it's big investors that fund these kids, right? They sign them to these contracts.
Yeah, influencers.
So they sign. This 10 team is run by a bunch of people you don't even see. Like they're
puppets.
People in Japan or China or whatever that have lots of money, and they go,
the puppet masters.
We'll move you into this fat ass fucking house. All you got to do is put out videos,
yeah,
and we'll cut you checks. we'll just cut you. We'll cut you checks depending.
I'm
on
looking
how
for
much
a
money
contract.
you're making. Yeah, and I mean, like that's how it kind of works. But at the same time, you know, these fucking guys.
Hold on. I want to go back to this part.
Forgot you as a whole. Post too many photos. So happy outside. Real life, you wanna cry.
Turn of life.
Oh wait, I wanted to go back to this part.
Looking cool in your pics.
You're just trying to catch a dick right. I love that.
Forgot you as a hoe.
Forgot it was a hoe. Any photo. Just trying to get some attention.
So happy.
That's exactly
Don't do
what
it,
it's
guys.
about.
Don't do it, guys.
That's exactly what it's about.
Respect yourself, ladies. We expect guys to respect.
And it's like, yeah, you know, you may get famous, but it doesn't mean that the checks.
Yeah, but are you gonna exploit yourself to get famous?
Right. Well, and how much money are you doing it yourself? No, you're doing it for somebody else who's going to be taking all the money off the front end, and they'll be
Doesn't
cutting
matter.
you like
These
a
kids
little
are
check
young.
on the back
They get
end.
these kids so young. They're just like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah,
They
that's
get
the thing.
paid to just like be an idiot.
But then once you're not caught anymore, they just move on to the next one.
Yeah,
you're just
of course.
like you just turn
You're
into.
hot or not.
Then all of a sudden
moving
you get kicked out of the house, and you're like, I don't have a fucking
That's
job.
why you
I don't
need
have any
fucking
money.
substance, people. You need substance.
Yeah.
Substance.
You got to build your
That's
own.
what it's
you gotta
about.
build your own brand, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't rely on other people to do it for you.
They won't, because no one gives a
no one
shit
gives a
about what
shit.
you're trying to do.
Because once you ain't making money for them no more, they're gonna kick your
Yep.
ass to the curb and move on to the next person.
Yep. So do it for yourself, people. Do it for yourself.
I would never join. Like I would never have a large company like that. Like cutting my checks. I'd be like, fuck you.
Nah.
I'll be doing this shit on my own, or I won't do it at all.
Or I'll negotiate a better term.
Yeah.
We're gonna have control. Like if a company wants to pick us up, we'll look into it. But we want these
I mean,
these
there's
terms.
there's like management companies where it makes sense. Where maybe they promote you on things. They come out with you, help you produce your merch and things like that. I understand that stuff. Make your website. Whatever. Help manage your Instagram and edit your videos. I get that whole thing, and it costs money. But it still has to be you. If it's not you, then
it's not real.
Then it's not real.
No,
It's
I
only
agree.
gonna last so long.
What else we got on the docket, Chris? I want to talk about those mercenaries, man. Unless you want to talk about something else.
What other things do we have?
I mean, I know you wanted to touch on what did I put in the comments? What are we actually supposed to talk about?
the flushable wipes.
Yeah, let's get into that. Let's get to that shit.
Okay, so a little article came out today. South Carolina, switching over to the shit show. South Carolina officials warn about flushable wipes after sending divers into raw sewage.
Ugh.
So I'll post a link here. You guys can see a picture of all the shit. Literally shit.
I've never been to South Carolina, so it's
shit
not my
they
fault.
pulled out.
But I only use wet wipes, dude. In
So-
fact, today I had to use regular toilet paper, and I was really bummed. I was really bummed about it.
So
My butthole
officials
was too.
Officials with the Charleston water system in South Carolina were caught in a smelly situation last week. That's a terrible literature. They had to send scuba divers roughly 80 to 90 feet down into raw sewage Thursday to clear up heaping piles of wipes that clogged the system.
I'm sorry. I would get a new job.
I
What
hope
do you
they're
do
getting
for a living?
paid
I'm a
fucking
shit diver.
well. I hope they're getting
I'm a
paid well.
shit diver.
The Charleston water system shared pictures of the blackened masses on Twitter, warning residents that wipes don't really disintegrate, though the packaging may claim they're flushable.
Like, we can't get a
Flushable.
submarine to do this kind of job. We can't get a machine in there.
It won't fit, dude. Oh, maybe a machine.
If a person can fit,
then a submarine can?
like a little mini one. We got drones nowadays. Come on.
Right? Maybe have a robotic thing
Yeah.
go down there. Okay.
You're putting people in doo-doo water? That's fucked up. This guy should be paid millions of dollars.
Wipes clog pipes, right? If not, baby wipes clogged a series of large pumps at our Plum Island wastewater treatment plant on
Baby
Thursday
wipes.
afternoon. The Charleston water system wrote on Twitter, "We worked 24/7 to get them out. Divers swam through wet, raw sewage in complete darkness, using their hands to find the source of the obstruction. As we expected, they came up with these large masses of wipes in their first two loads, with more to come." Officials with the water system wrote, adding divers also removed a baseball and a big piece of metal.
Who flushed a fucking baseball?
Don't flush stuff like this, officials warned. Joking, of course, but you should only flush number 1, number 2, and toilet paper. How many showers would one have to take to feel clean after this mission? One man asked.
Shit.
The folks who carried this out are remarkably dedicated. The Charleston water system responded by saying the divers are hosed down with straight bleach before they're able to remove the dive suit. Unlike the toilet paper, wipes have trouble breaking apart as they are flushed, causing serious damage to city sewer systems. The Atlantic reported in 2016, the issue prompted one Minnesota city to file a lawsuit against a major consumer goods company, including Procter & Gamble, in 2015, according to the publication. These wipes aren't just impacting sewer systems in the U.S. A 2017 study reported by The Guardian found blockages cost the U.K. more than $130 million each year.
Jeez. These guys better be getting paid like fucking $300,000 a year to go swim in doo-doo.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah.
Like, your job's to dive into a shit cesspool.
Yeah. Like, hey, can you go down to this doo-doo well and just fucking pull this shit out?
So if you click the link there I posted in the chat, you can
it's
go.
A brick.
You can see the pictures of this stuff, and it's pretty fucking nasty.
Now, I only use the flushable wipes. Baby wipes technically aren't flushable.
Well, they said flushable. Like
no, they said baby wipes
flushable.
in the report.
Yeah, they're saying they're thinking baby wipes, but now they don't know about the ass wipes.
Dude, some of those are so thin though. It's like you got to be careful your finger goes through them. So it's like they're still pretty. I think they'll break down.
Will they, Tony? Have you gone down there and actually?
I'm not swimming in that doo doo.
The shit out of the.
I'm not fucking swimming in that. Hey, I buy it. It says flushable. Go talk to the manufacturer.
I mean,
don't talk to me.
I can't say anything because I use them too. But I go in dry first and then I finish with the wet.
No, you're supposed to go in wet first, then dry up.
Nah, man, it's too messy. Too messy for the wet wipes.
No, you go wet first. That cleans every. Like, dude, one wet wipe, you pretty much get it all.
Nah, bullshit.
Then the second one is just like
literally
extra.
Bullshit.
No. We would discuss this. You're still new at wiping your ass properly.
Dry. You gotta go in dry first, man, because that shit can handle the messy stuff up front.
Bro,
and then the wet wipes are meant to make your ass feel clean at the end.
No, you go wet first. Because you don't want to walk around with like instant swamp ass. But I go all wet anyway. I don't ever use dry.
Yeah. So what's the difference?
I'm just telling you what normal people do.
Okay.
Let's
take a poll. We need a straw poll.
Do
you guys, if you guys use wet wipes, do you use them to wipe the?
Yeah, definitely follow us on Twitch.
In the beginning, or do you wipe with the wet wipes at the end?
Dude, you go wet first.
And do you use dry?
It's like when you shower. Do you come out just dripping wet? No, you dry off at the end.
Yeah, but I don't.
When you wash your hands, what do? You dry them when you're done.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay. You just walk. I mean, don't get me wrong. I just use wet. I don't have a problem with swamp ass.
So do you go dry, wet, dry?
You're both arguing on how to wipe your ass. Exactly, and that's why this is called inappropriate bar talk.
Dry, wet, dry.
Dry. I would go wet, dry, wet, maybe.
Wet,
but then
dry.
I'm back.
You're ending on the wet.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, but that's just me. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying normally what I've heard is people go wet, dry. That's just what I've heard. I just go all wet.
I feel like the wet wipes kind of like clear out any stuff that may be left down there like better. So that if you go back in with a dry with a wet butthole, then if you go back in dry with a wet butthole, then the toilet paper rips, right? Because toilet paper doesn't do good
I don't
with water.
know. Like I said, I go all wet.
Toilet paper it breaks apart when you get it wet. So it's like you can't really go back in with the dry after
if you have like
wet.
a hairy ass too, and then like if you go, I understand your point. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying what I've heard.
Yeah.
Normally the consensus is wet, dry.
Yeah.
But like I said, I go all wet because I don't like wiping with the regular toilet paper because then like it gets all tangled in your ass hair.
Right.
Yeah, it's not good. It hurts.
So the wet helps kind of.
That's why I just go all wet. I just go all wet.
You still finish wet.
That's the only way to finish.
Mo,
if you're finishing dry, you didn't do something right.
Mo, do you use all wet wipes or do you go? What do you do?
Update on the shirt in chat, Sicarius says.
What do you do?
No, absolutely not. That's just no.
So dry, then finish with the wet.
Dry, I always finish with the wet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe even go back to dry, even because.
Really?
Well, see, now she's drying.
But you don't want a wet asshole.
No.
Okay.
That's not what Chris said.
That's just weird.
But it's clean.
Do you ever walk around feeling that it's just the most uncomfortable situation?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you don't douse it. You kind of just I don't know, maybe let it air out for a little bit before you pull your pants back up.
Really? Really? Who has time to do that?
I don't know. Depends what my Twitter feed looks like.
Are you standing there just waving your hand behind your ass, just fanning it, trying to try it out?
Well, when I'm in the... Never mind. I was going to make a joke. Oh, hold on. I want to see this update Sicarius put on.
Oh, there you go.
On the chat. Oh, shit. That looks dope.
Nice.
I like it. That's awesome, dude. I love that. Good work, Sicarius. If you guys are on a Discord, go into the T-shirt design contest area, and you can check out the design that Sicarius is working on for us. It's fucking looking awesome. I like how it's almost like we're vaping, but it's really suds of beer. That's cool. I like
the
that.
vape going into the suds of beer on the side of the glass.
Yeah. That's what's up. I like it. All right, what else we got, Chris? What else we got to talk about?
Well, now that we covered that important topic.
Yeah, doo-doo's important.
Finish wet.
Finish wet.
Let's see. Okay, we can get into the mercenaries.
All right.
So BuzzFeed put out an article this week. It's a super long fucking article.
It was, dude. It took me forever to read this fucking thing.
But I kind of got sucked into it because I was kind of interested. It had a lot of references from the actual people who are doing this for real.
Yeah.
And it kind of... So, let's see here. Let me get to this.
True question of the world: wet or dry?
Wet or dry?
Wet.
So basically, there are numerous companies that let you hire security forces to usually protect your contractors, or if you're doing construction in dangerous areas, you hire these guys.
They're security they're security companies.
Yeah, they're contracted security to protect assets in war areas or dangerous areas, basically.
They're basically the fucking A-team.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's serious. That's what they are.
Yeah. So there is one group that got involved with the
Yemen.
Yeah. Fuck. What was who hired them? Oh, Dubai. The Emirates.
Emirates.
So the United Emirates hired this mercenary group. Well, they're not called mercenary. They're called security contractors. But they hired this group to basically take out. Yeah,
assassination is a hit.
A hit on a what they said was a terrorist
political party leader.
Yeah. And so there's a big gray area with this because people are saying, should you be able to hire people from these security companies to go in and assassinate people involved in these proxy wars, and things like that. And
basically, they're guns for hire.
Yeah, they're guns for hire. So basically, it breaks the whole thing down. The guy who runs this company called, what was it called? Spearhead?
Yeah, Spear something. Spear Security Operations.
Spearhead Security Operations, we're just going to call him. A Spear Operations Group. The company would hire soldiers and carried out the attacks. The founder was a guy named Abraham Golan, charismatic Hungarian-Israeli security contractor who lives outside of Pittsburgh. And he leads a strike against a guy named Mayo. Ansef Ali Mayo was a local leader of an Islamist political party, Al-Islah. The UAE considers Al-Islah to be the Yemeni branch of the Worldwide Muslim Brotherhood, which the UAE calls a terrorist organization. Many experts insist that Al-Islah is one of whose members won the Nobel Peace Prize is no terror group. They say it's a legitimate political party that threatens the UAE, not through violence, but by speaking out against its ambitions in Yemen. So if you don't know about Yemen, it's a pretty fucked up place. There's a lot of shit going on there with political groups, Hezbollah, ISIS. You know, a lot of groups are fighting for this territory, and a lot of them attack countries, but the government's very broken down there. So there's a lot going on there, and you know, there are interested countries that want to keep this place under control. So they will do what they have to do to have their control of these areas. Basically, they set up a hit on this guy. So basically, the UAE set up a hit on Ansif Ali Mayo, and they wanted it to be carried out by this Spear Operations Group. So they're a contracted American company. They hire these guys to go over to Yemen and to take this guy out. And what happens is the operation gets pretty much botched. What they were going to do was they were going to plant a bomb on this guy's front door.
Yeah, with shrapnel to basically kill everybody that's in the building.
Right.
Yeah.
And it went terribly wrong. They didn't kill him. They thought they might have killed him at first, but he ended up fleeing. Yeah. He ended up fleeing to another country, staying in hiding for a little bit, but then he reappeared months later. So, you know, the government was kind of pissed off about that whole thing, and it became like a big deal. So, the debate becomes I saw a lot of the comments on this, and a lot of ex-military don't look down on this kind of thing, because when you're hired as security contractors, you're not hired to go out and kill people.
Right.
You're just hired as a protective force. Like, it's one thing if you're protecting a company doing drilling or construction or things like that, and it's another thing if you're saying, hey, I want you to go out and kill this person. Right. So what there was a loophole that the Arab Emirates used, the UAE used, to get these guys to legally
be able to do this.
Basically, they made these security contractors lieutenants and
it doesn't matter what rank they are. They basically made them a member of their military.
Yeah.
Which that isn't illegal. It's not illegal for you to leave the U.S. and go and participate in another military or country's military's war.
Right.
What's illegal is to take, obviously, hit contracts overseas.
Right.
So they found the loophole. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right. So the way they were able to carry out that operation that failed was they became part of this military in the United Emirates.
Yeah.
And then they carried out the hit, being part of the government operation.
So it's not considered murder.
Right.
It's considered a military operation.
So Spirit Operations Group private assassination mission marks the confluence of three developments transforming the way war is conducted worldwide. Point number one, modern counterterrorism combat has shifted away from traditional military objectives such as destroying airfields, gun emplacements, or barracks to killing specific individuals, largely reshaping war into an organized assassinations. Point two, war has become increasingly privatized, with many nations outsourcing most military support services to private contractors, leaving frontline combat as virtually the only function that the U.S. and many other militaries have not contracted out for profit ventures.
Right. And I agree with that, dude. Like, this is going to be the new type of warfare.
Yeah.
Especially dealing with terrorist groups. They don't have an airfield you can go bomb. They don't have, a base armory. They have a fucking cave, in the middle of the desert. How are you going to find this guy? Well, you need a specially trained group of men.
Right.
That can go and gain intelligence, find out where these people are hiding, and you cut the head off the snake.
Yeah.
You cut the head. I mean, look at ISIS. Where the fuck I haven't heard about ISIS in months.
Yeah.
Maybe a year. You cut the head off the snake. They're gone. You know what I mean? None of these guys are just basically, all these insurgents are basically robots that are brainwashed and following this leader into doing whatever he says. You kill the leader, they don't know what to do, which might even create a new problem, but we don't know yet. You know what I mean? So go on. I just wanted to say that for now.
And the third point was the long U.S. wars in Afghanistan and Iraq have heavily relied on elite special forces producing tens of thousands of highly trained American commandos who can demand high private sector salaries for defense contracting or outright mercenary work.
Right. They've acquired I have a special group of skills.
One of the mercenaries, according to 3 sources familiar with the operation, used to work with the CIA's ground branch, the agency's equivalent of the military special forces. Another was a special force sergeant in the Maryland Army National Guard. And yet another, according to 4 people who knew him, was still in the Navy Reserve as a SEAL and had a top secret clearance. He was a veteran of SEAL Team 6 of DevGru, and the sources told BuzzFeed News. The New York Times once described that elite unit, famous for killing Osama bin Laden, blah, 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 blah. So they're saying not everybody, despite operating in a legal and political gray zone, Golan heralds his brand of targeted assassinations as a precision counterterrorism strategy with fewer civilian casualties. But the Mayo operation shows that this new form of warfare carries many of the same old problems. The commandos' plans went awry, and the intelligence proved flawed, and their strike was far from surgical. The explosive that they attached to the door was designed to kill not one person, but everybody in the office.
Yeah, so going to that point, again, I will agree that this type of warfare will minimize casualties.
Yeah.
I think it will. You're not going to have like huge firefights and bomb raids and stuff like that. These guys are supposed to go in, take the person out, and get out without being even noticed.
Right.
Problem is with this company, I think they went definitely the worst route they could have went. You don't put a bomb and kill everybody in the building. Sniper like the one guy, poison him, whatever you got to do.
Take out his
James
car
Bond that
or whatever.
shit. Or maybe the car and whoever's in the car, then whatever. But putting a bomb, this was lazy planning as far as I'm concerned. And I agree with this type of tactic. I'd rather have
What's
a
up,
group.
Charlotte?
I'd rather have a What's up, Charlotte? How you doing? I'd rather have a group of 10 to 15 guys go in and possibly lose them. Hey, Zanello. Thanks for the follow, man. We appreciate that. But I'd rather have a group of 15 to 20 guys at the most go in, do a mission. Hey, Charlotte Crick.
Charlotte Crick.
Thank you so much for the follow, guys. We appreciate that. That's awesome. We're Inappropriate Bar Talk. We do this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Hawaii time. Talk about current events while we drink, and we do beer tastings and unboxings and all kinds of fun stuff like that. We also do game streams every other day of the week, basically. But back to this story. So I'm okay with this type of warfare if this is kind of where it's going, because like I said, there's no places for us to go and attack these guys where it's non-civilian. You know what I mean? They're in hiding. You know, so these guys got to use intelligence, find these guys, take them out, whatever. Minimize. The whole point of this is to minimize civilian casualties. Are you
okay with the private sector doing this, or would you rather it be our military?
I'd rather it maybe be our military, but again, this isn't our mission. So what that question brings me to is, okay, you have, like you said, all these specialized. We've doubled our special ops guys now.
Right. That was brought up in the article that we've doubled, basically doubled our special operations forces.
Right. So these guys are retiring or trying to retire, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 questions.
And drone strikes are also part of that kind of thing too now.
The problem is these guys are coming out with these skills, and there's no jobs. There's no real world jobs for these guys other than that private sector to go into. I mean, you're not going to see a Green Beret working at fucking Walmart. You know what I mean?
Right.
That shit will bore him to death. So what do we do with these guys? First of all, offer them something better. These guys are specially trained soldiers. Offer them something that keeps them in the army or keeps them in the military. We spent the money to train these guys. Let's keep them around as long as possible. They're obviously have no problem doing the work because they're going and working for private sectors. You know what I mean? We're spending federal money to train these guys.
Well, some of them, that's all they know. Right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, right? Not only that, but we're spending money. How much do you think it costs to train one of these guys to be a Navy SEAL?
A lot.
Probably, what, $1 million maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we're spending $1 million of tax money to train one guy. Let's keep him as long as we can. Make it lucrative enough for him to stay in the military. Let him earn what he, maybe not as much as he's earning in the private sector, but it's a lot. It's regulated. He doesn't have to worry about going to prison for fucking war crimes or whatever because everything's sanctioned by the military.
Right.
And again, if this minimalizes casualties, I'm all for it. But the problem, like I said, I think this wasn't a good company.
Yeah.
They should have used their special skills in sniping, marksmanship, stuff like that, not explosives. What they were trying to do, it sounds like, was they were trying to make a statement.
Yeah.
That's why you use explosives. You really want to be low key and no one knows? You shoot one shot, take the guy out, and no one's even heard the shot. You know what I mean? That's what a real fucking double or a bad motherfucker would do.
Well, and like the number one thing too is when you pull off when SEAL Team 6 pulled off the operation against Osama bin Laden. Like the number one thing you have to have is visual confirmation that you killed the person.
And that's what they didn't get on this.
They didn't get it at all.
You can't do that with an explosion.
Yeah.
His head might be 30 blocks away. You don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just terrible. It was a terrible plan, which just, maybe they're not the elite of the elites.
Yeah.
This could be a D squad. May not be the A team. Might be the B team or the D team. But again, I'm all for this as long as it minimizes casualties. You know what I mean?
And here's the other conflict with that though too is this dude you're assassinating actually a bad guy?
That's another thing.
Who is he a bad guy to?
Well, there was a thing in this
country's
article.
Political interest. I mean, obviously, like Russia would want to assassinate the head of
Syria,
or maybe or whatever.
Well,
you know what I mean.
Again, so in this article, it says that they did. They were doing research to the point where like they've denied some people. They were like, "Oh, we need to take this person out," and they do the recon. They see like this guy's not a terrorist threat, and they don't take him out. They say, "Hey, we don't want nothing to do with that." And he has
some kind of questionable political agenda. Like you don't know. He does good things for his country. Maybe I don't agree with like some of the stuff he does, but if his country likes him and he does well and he's not hurting people, like is he really a bad person? Like maybe he hates the U.S., but at the same time, he's not threatening the U.S. and he's not a threat to the U.S. and his.
Well, again, this had nothing to do with the U.S. It's other than the fact that it's U.S. soldiers that were going over there. And
I think what they were trying to hit was like they weren't really sure this group was a terrorist group. Just because the UAE described them as a terrorist group doesn't mean they were actually a terrorist group.
I understand that. And again, I don't know the background of the guy Mayo that they took out or whatever, but again, it does say in this article that they did do research, and if they found that he was tied to terrorism, then they took him out. If they weren't, and they thought maybe this was like more of a personal vendetta someone had against somebody, they denied many hits. It says in there that they're like, oh no, we're not getting involved in that. We're not getting involved in that. This guy's a terrorist. He has a threat to the U.S. We'll get involved with that kind of deal. And if that's the case, I'm all for it, dude. Sorry.
Right. So this paragraph kind of broken down a little bit. So the Mayo mission exposes an even more central problem: the choice of targets, which kind of we're talking about. I just want to see what they wrote here. Golan, who is the head of this mercenary operation, insists that he killed only terrorists identified by the government of the UAE, an ally of the U.S. But who is a terrorist and who is a politician? What is a new form of warfare and what is just old-fashioned murder for hire? Who has the right to choose who lives and dies? Not only in the wars of a secretive monarchy like the UAE, but also those of a democracy such as the United States. So they're saying no matter who you are.
Well, put it this way. I'm just going to say these guys didn't have the idea first. This was happening a long time ago.
Right. This isn't news.
Yeah, this is new.
This isn't a new thing. Like, this has been happening, right?
Thanks, Sicarius. She agrees with me mostly.
Like, I don't know if having a private sector company should be the way to go for you to kill a leader or a politician or something along those lines.
What company do you think was hired to assassinate JFK?
We can go back. We can go back with it.
No.
But anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like anybody can deem anyone an enemy of the state. You know what I mean? And it doesn't necessarily like Nelson Mandela was probably looked at as a bad person by people.
South Africa.
Or the
government.
Like, but was he a bad person?
No. He wasn't violent. He wasn't killing. He wasn't.
Gandhi was probably considered an enemy of the British forces.
Maybe not
way back when.
Dangerous, dangerous influence. Basically.
Yeah. So it's
Bob Marley.
You know what I mean? Too. Yeah. So it's like who judges whether these people deserve to be
Malcolm X.
justified? So that's kind of like
Martin Luther King.
That's kind of the thing for me is
JFK?
I don't really agree with
Abraham Lincoln. I can keep going.
Right. There's plenty.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Marilyn Monroe. Kurt Cobain. No, it's just
Jimi Hendrix. No, I'm just kidding.
But you get what I'm saying? It's like I think a lot of military look down on assassination attempts on political figures. Like a lot of them say these guys.
Well, this is why the Geneva Convention was created.
Right. It's
these
against
are the rules of warfare.
It's against the law.
Right. It's against the law. You can't you
can't decide who lives and dies. Like
see, with
based
the
on
whole
your personal preference.
deciding on the field, people could use that their own advantage. Deciding in the field, people could use that to their own advantage. Yeah. So again, they're not deciding in the field. It's not like they show up at the guy's house like, we're gonna kill this guy. Yeah. No, they do reconnaissance. They watch the guy for a couple of weeks, see where he goes. Is he going to places that we know that this is like a hotbed for terrorists, stuff like that.
Right.
And then they decide this guy has ties to terrorism, they take him out. If they don't, they say, no, we're not.
Paying these guys millions of dollars too. So you gotta
remember. Not millions. I think they said like their average yearly was like $300,000.
They were getting $800 a day.
Okay.
They're getting over $800 a day.
Times 365 days?
Yeah. They said they paid them over $1 million. It was in here.
Over $1 million each?
Yeah. They paid the company over $1 million easy. I know that.
Well, that's the thing is these guys are supposed to be vetted. Security saying, yeah, there's always shady people. Of course there are, especially in this kind of line of work. But the whole point of these companies are these soldiers are supposed to be vetted. Like these guys are legit dudes. They're not gonna operate with outside of their boundaries. You know what I mean? They take orders. They follow your orders. So that's, again, I think that's another issue is how reliable are these guys not to act on their own decisions out in the field. Of course, if it's to save your own life, I get that. But let's just say like, oh, just blow up the whole building. What if there's kids in there? You don't know that.
Right.
When you could have took one single shot and took the one guy out that you're targeting, that's what, again, they need to be, even if it is in the private sector, it still needs to be regulated to some sense. Like if your company botches a job, you should be held responsible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially in the private sector. Those people should get their refund. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The person who speared the deadly virus a few years ago was the one trying to find the cure. Hiding in plain sight.
You say they can get a refund, but like really, you're going to come after the security company and what are you going to do? You're going to sue them through the courts?
No, because they'll fucking kill you.
There's nothing you're going to do. There's nothing you can do. So once these guys carry out this operation, even if it was a failed operation. Well, that's the thing.
It needs to be regulated like any business. Any business. It needs to be regulated.
I don't think it should be privatized or made a business.
I'd prefer it if this was the way our military ran versus it sending 20,000 soldiers. I'd rather send 10 guys that can get the same job done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's a big gray area, man. It's a big gray area.
Yeah.
Because technically they didn't break any laws, but technically they kind of did at the same time. It's weird.
You got assimilated into an opposing country's.
It needs to be regulated. You need to take away these gray areas. You can't go on hits, but you can go and protect someone. And if you kill someone in the process of protecting someone, then that's a different story.
I agree with that. I think they should be allowed as security detail and things of that nature. But I don't think you can I don't think you should be able to take orders from someone to kill someone. Like, it's one thing to defend.
What do you think
somebody.
Military orders are half the time?
Well, that's the military. That's a government thing, though. That's when your country and Congress meet and they go, okay, this guy is an enemy of the state. He needs to be dead because he can cause more deaths to us.
Well, what they got to figure out is, okay, what's the legality of a U.S. trained soldier working for another military after? Because he might tell them secrets that we don't want them to know. He might train them in shit we don't want them to know.
He can still be an enemy of the state. That's treason. You
so then
tell
again,
people.
So now you're working for, even though they're our allies, that's not always the case.
If you have high security clearance and you're giving it to other countries, you're giving information to other countries. That's already
where this is a gray area.
You don't even need to kill anybody. That's already immediate.
Because a lot of these guys are still in the reserve, so technically they're still owned by the state or the federal, the nation.
They're still part of the U.S. government machine.
That should definitely. You shouldn't have security clearance to top secret shit when you're working for a foreign legion.
Oh, you definitely shouldn't.
Yeah,
you definitely shouldn't. There shouldn't be unless it's like a an
so
allied.
That brings me back to regulate
like that,
this stuff. So regulate it. Make it a law. Like, hey, if you're currently enrolled in our military, you can't do any private sector stuff. It's what it should be.
Well, none of them were.
No, it does. Read the article again. It says these guys were in the Navy. This guy is still an active member
guy was
of
in the
Navy
reserve.
SEALs.
Yeah, the one guy was in the reserve. Yeah.
And he had top secret security clearance.
Yeah.
You can't work for another country while you have top secret security clearance
you definitely
with
shouldn't
America.
be able to be part of another military.
And again, these guys are probably the most hardcore fucking patriots ever.
Well, I think maybe you just put a blanket. Maybe you do a blanket statement where you say, "Hey, once you serve in the U.S. military, you cannot serve in any other military."
Right, because you could tell them our secrets.
Yeah,
we don't know.
That's it, just point blank. I don't know what the laws are. There's got to be something against that. There's got to be something like if you had top security clearance, you can't go and work for Russia tomorrow.
Hey,
like,
speaking of top security clearance, guess who lost theirs?
Who?
Your guys' friend Clinton.
Oh, did he?
No,
or
her.
She.
Yeah, she. She technically relinquished it.
Yeah.
But that's because WikiLeaks supposedly is claiming by October 21st he's going to bury Hillary Clinton if Trump doesn't come out with the information first. So I'm interested to see what he's
Snowden?
got. It's WikiLeaks. It's whoever that is. But so
which is like
by saying that
network of people.
She relinquished her top secret security clearance this past week.
So they told her relinquish the top security clearance?
No, she didn't. No one told her to yet.
Oh, they're still gonna release it.
It came out that WikiLeaks has something on her, and she said, "I don't want my top secret security clearance anymore." No one says that.
Interesting.
No one relinquishes their top. She knows she's in trouble, is what it is. She's in trouble. But anyway, yeah, just because we were talking about security clearances. But go ahead.
So I mean, that's kind of where the discussion kind of goes. It's just like, should you be able to hire people to assassinate politicians, political figures, terrorists?
I mean, it's premeditated murder unless it's under the shroud of a military.
Right, like you're part of another military.
And they found a loophole. So there's a loophole. So again, like I said, it needs heavier regulation.
Yeah. Mo, are you leaving? Can you grab me a beer before you go? Please.
Me too, please. But we're about to what else we got? Okay, so this actually brings us in. So these hit squads kind of leads us into this next story,
right?
Which is what's the journalist's name? But the journalist that went missing from
Turkey.
Turkey, yes. Oh, Saudi. They're saying Saudi Arabia sent a hit squad, took this guy out, chopped him up in pieces, and smuggled him out of the country.
Right. So this is a story kind of the week is Turkey, a guy from Turkey who basically was
speaking out
against the Saudi Arabian government, just about freedom of rights and things along. Oh, damn it. I got to subscribe to this shit to read the rest of this article.
But, I mean, we know the gist of it. Basically, they're saying the Saudi prince ordered a hit on this journalist because he was speaking out against his party and his whatever he was doing. So they said they have video of these guys landing at the airport in 2 private jets, getting off the plane, entering wherever this journalist was, exiting, getting back on the plane, and leaving. And that basically something came out that they had a bone saw with them and all this other shit. And they're basically the claims are saying that Saudi Arabia had this guy taken out. And right. Saudi is, of course, denying it. But there's a lot of stuff pointing right at them, man. It's not looking good for them.
So, yeah. So the story is...
I think they did it.
Like you said, he's an outspoken journalist against Saudi Arabia. He lives in the U.S. He wrote for the Washington Post. But apparently he was saying he had a feeling like the government had it out for him. So while he was in Turkey, he was going in to get some documents done. He had to go into the Saudi consulate to get some documents done so he could marry his fiancée that lives in Turkey. Okay. So while he was in Turkey, he went to the Saudi consulate to get some paperwork done so he could marry her. And he ended up going in and never coming back out.
Yeah.
So this guy has gone missing now. The Saudis completely deny any but
their boys are seen going in.
But there's video of him going into the consulate and not coming out, and then there were videos of cars coming in and leaving the area. Now Turkey has been saying that they have audio recordings of the gruesome death.
Apparently he left a phone outside and synced his watch, his Apple Watch, to the phone to record. Yeah. And he recorded his own death, is what they're saying.
Now, there's a little controversy around that topic because they're saying that iPhones, unless he was roaming, iPhones don't have service in Turkey.
But what if he was just connected to a Wi-Fi?
That's what they were saying, but where would he have got the Wi-Fi from? Was he connected to the Wi-Fi in the consulate?
They have the hotspot Wi-Fi.
Right.
They have all kinds of shit.
So they're saying if that was the case, he would have had to have logged on to the Wi-Fi in the Saudi consulate to get a signal. So they're saying that is kind of iffy if he was able to connect to the internet while he was in there, because he would have had to probably ask somebody for a password.
Right.
Which would you give it to the guy if he's coming in and you're going to kill him?
Well, maybe it was a clerk that didn't know what the plan was.
Or someone at the door or something like that. So Turkey claims they have the audio of this murder on tape.
Yeah.
It hasn't been released to anybody else, so nobody is sure that this actually exists.
I think they chopped him up while he was alive, dude.
And people are saying basically they lured him in and they basically beat the shit out of him and chopped him up into pieces.
Oof. So, basically 2 planes flew back, but only one was searched. They didn't search the second plane is what I heard. Mm-hmm. So, that's probably where his body parts were.
Yeah. Mike Pompeo, our Secretary of State, went over there yesterday, and he went over to Turkey, spoke to the Prime Minister of Turkey, spoke to the president, the Saudi prince, and the king. Saudi Arabia's denying the entire thing, obviously.
Of course.
Turkey wants to investigate it more, but they're not really they were allowed into the consulate today to check things out, and they're saying they have evidence, but there has been no official international
so the basic security says apparently they walked out with a briefcase of his body. That's the info we got. Yeah, so basically, yeah.
So they
put him in a duffel bag.
Yeah. So there's implications in this that if the Saudis actually did this, that the U.S. would have to do something about it. There's no way they could just let it go.
Right.
The Saudis obviously have a lot of oil that we get from them. We're one of their biggest trade partners as far as weapons go, as far as ammunition and things like that. They support they have a lot of money that they support with buying our weapons and our goods and all that stuff.
Right.
So Trump's kind of...
He's
slow playing it.
Yeah,
he's slow playing it right now.
Play it.
And he said, it may be some rogue killers and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people are kind of
what we're doing
disregarding
we're doing an American thing.
Right.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
There's a lot of evidence.
Trump obviously referenced the whole Kavanaugh case recently, saying we're in a culture of being guilty before proving innocent, which, I agree with some of that. That makes a little sense because our culture does do that a lot, where you're guilty until proven innocent,
which is bullshit.
You can make a
Show
Twitter
me the
rant.
proof.
You can make a Twitter rant, and all of a sudden you're, a child rapist. So it's like, I get that whole part of it, and I do agree we need to find out what happened. But if we do find legit evidence of what
do we do
of what Saudi Arabia did?
What do we do?
Then what's the retroactive action?
Gas prices are going to shoot through the fucking roof.
Yeah, so they're talking about literally bringing the cost of a barrel of oil up 230% or something along those lines.
Fuck. $9 for gas is what we'll be paying?
Yeah, something like that. It's at 50 something, $60 a barrel right now. They said it would shoot up to almost $200 a barrel.
Fuck.
So they're threatening, if you put sanctions on us, we're going to fuck you over with oil prices.
Yeah, but Trump will just say, well, fuck you guys. We'll just use our reserve then.
Yeah, well, we can go to other countries too. Venezuela. Yeah. Canada does a lot of oil production.
Venezuela's pretty crazy too, though.
Yeah. Venezuela's... There's a whole nother story with Venezuela today too.
I'm good being here. Yeah, stay in New Zealand. It seems like a nice, peaceful place.
So there's a big issue with this, and Pompeo's been insistent that he thinks something is gone. He even when he met him, and even though the Saudis told him that, he said, "I'm not sold on anything right now." So the key is getting people in there to actually look at the scene and see what happened. He left a letter in his home that was kind of ominous to almost like foretelling to what was going to happen.
He knew.
I mean, he knew that the government didn't like him.
Yeah.
He knew that for a fact because of what he would say. You know, he's fighting the Saudi. The main thing this guy was writing about, Khashoggi was writing about, was how journalism is so repressed in the country and people aren't allowed to hear the truth. And it's just like, you know, in a government like in a lot of those Middle Eastern governments, when you say the government is hiding things, they're not telling you everything, they're not being honest with you, they're lying to you about these things, they're not letting journalists do their jobs. These countries get very upset about things like that. They're not like, you know, Western countries where that's like
where it's okay to lie in the media.
Well, it's lies too, but you're allowed to report on whatever you want. You're not.
It's not a report if it's a lie. You're just telling me bullshit.
You're not censored, is what it is. You're
yeah.
You know,
I get what you're saying.
People are allowed to decide what is true and what's not.
Right,
where in those countries they tell you what's true, and
I got you.
That's gospel. So,
and yet some of these people want our country to be like that. No, thank you.
I know I don't. So yeah. So. We'll see what the events come out. If they actually get these recordings of him being killed, that would be quite a thing to note. That would be quite a thing to hear. If
I don't want to
hear it. I don't want to hear it. But apparently the recordings say he told one of the guys, put on headphones and put on some music while you're cutting up his body so it makes it easier. That was like one of the things that was on the tape. And there's like they're saying, okay, so the Turkish government is saying the agent seized Mr. Khashoggi almost immediately and began to beat and torture him, eventually cutting off his fingers.
Oh.
Yeah, according to the audio that they got. And they said whether Mr. Khashoggi was killed before his fingers were removed and after his body were dismembered cannot be determined.
Well, they cut off the fingers so you can't get fingerprints.
Yeah, and
they probably removed all his teeth.
They're saying they don't know if he was alive when he got cut up or
they
he
probably
was dead.
It's probably still alive. He was probably in shock and out, but he was probably still alive. And they probably pulled all his teeth out, cut off his fingers and his toes, chopped him up, threw his head somewhere, and the rest of him somewhere else.
No, that's.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't be a hit guy. I'd throw up all over the place. My DNA would be everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
We got told he was alive through it all, and I'm sure it was, dude. These guys are ruthless. Like these Middle Eastern cultures, they want to torture. Like if you fuck them over, they want to torture you.
Right. They
not just take you out. They want to torture you, make you suffer. It's fucked up.
Yeah. So yeah. After the meeting with Pompeo, Pompeo said they made a commitment to hold anyone connected with any wrongdoing. When Pompeo's talking about Saudis, they made a commitment to hold anyone connected with any wrongdoing that may be found accountable for that, whether they are senior official or official. They promised accountability. And asked if that included members of the royal family itself, he said they made no exceptions. So they're saying even if a super high-ranking official,
even if the prince made the call, he's going down, is what they said.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we find out the truth of what happened, because it sounds like they're close.
I mean,
and
it doesn't sound like they tried to hide it very much either. Like they were pretty. They didn't try to cover their tracks very well.
Yeah. I don't know if they thought maybe this guy wasn't high profile enough to make waves,
make news or something,
or what. But
well, obviously he was.
But yeah,
crazy shit, man. This world's getting more fucked up. I just heard my friend of mine was held at gunpoint in fucking Waikiki and robbed the other day.
What?
Yeah, shit's getting fucked up around everywhere, man. Honestly, I don't think the royal family should be able to make calls like that. That's the thing, though. They're the ones that with the money that can make those calls. They got the money to pay these hit squads that go take this guy out. You know? Especially the newer generation. That's the problem, dude.
Well, and the thing is, the new Saudi prince has been kind of this progressive figure in the country. He's been a guy who's been, he allows more women's rights, and he's like trying to lax the strict laws on women and equal rights for people and things like that. He's supposed to be the new coming of this, this new generation of people in Saudi Arabia. He's supposed to be the change. But if the government's still doing this kind of stuff behind the scenes, it shows that shit's still the way it is. The government still works the way it always has. So glad I don't live in that part of the world. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. No offense. I'm sorry if you're Saudi Arabian and you love your country.
But it sounds like it sucks.
But if my government is threatening to dice me into pieces for talking out about stuff,
you guys, man,
that's a problem.
So. I'm gonna talk out more because I love Trump.
Freedom of speech is not.
Hey, did you hear
God-given right for a lot of people?
Did you hear Stormy Daniels lost her suit against Trump?
Yes.
And so you guess what now?
He's gonna sue her, right?
Yeah. But guess what else besides
called
that?
her a horse face.
Besides that, what's even funnier to me is everybody that put in for her GoFundMe account to like do this court case.
Yeah.
Guess where all that money's going?
I saw it.
It's going to Trump. She has to pay all Trump's lawyer fees.
Oh, that's right.
Because basically she found out that she's full of shit. Yeah.
Right.
And so now he's going to sue her.
Like a breach of contract kind of
so
thing,
there's all these memes on the internet right now. It's like Trump, again, success. The only man to get a whore to pay him. I love it, dude. I love it. It's hard to take, someone serious when they got a dick in their mouth.
You know what? I don't know why Stormy Daniels thought she could get away with trying to like sue him. Like
all she wanted was to get back in the limelight because she's back on Pornhub.
She wanted money.
She's back on Pornhub.
But you consensually had sex with the dude.
Consensually.
And then you signed a non-disclosure.
You probably took money to fuck him.
You took money to not say anything.
Yeah.
So A, the sex was consensual. B, you fucking weren't supposed to say shit.
I didn't see Shapiro say that, but I do like me some Shapiro.
While I agree the money that he paid her with was a little shady, at the same time, what were you trying to get out of it? What were you trying to accomplish?
She was trying to exploit him.
Now you're going to end up owning
him. She
was
was trying to blackmail him is what she was trying to do. She should be under fucking investigation for blackmail is what it is. She blackmailed him.
Well, it's not blackmail.
It's blackmail.
Well,
give me this money or I'm going to talk.
That's true.
I gave you the money and you still talked.
Yeah.
Not only are you blackmailing me, but you fucked me over on the deal too.
Well, you can't you already agreed to an NDA.
There you go.
What are you going to you can't say shit. Like once you sign that fucking contract, that's what it means.
All it shows me is you can't trust hoes.
Yeah.
Don't trust these hoes.
Nah, I wouldn't trust a porn star with my fucking money. I'll tell you that right now. No offense, porn stars.
I would. Would you pay a porn? Like, let's say you were single, and you met this. Like, let's say you ran into who's your favorite porn star?
I don't know. I don't have.
Be honest. Stop being PC. Who's your favorite porn star?
God, I don't know. I don't know him even by name anymore. I used to back in the day.
You lie so bad. Let me guess. Lisa Ann.
All right, fine. Let's just say Lisa.
Okay, Lisa. Let's say Lisa Ann comes up to you, and let's say you're single, you're not married, and she's like, "Hey, Chris, I'll let you fuck the shit out of me for $1,000." Would you pay $1,000 to fuck a porn star?
Probably not.
I probably would.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a professional. She's gonna do things to you you've never ever seen before.
I never thought.
That's like Willy Wonka coming up to you and being like, "Hey, Chris, I got this awesome candy bar. Will you pay for it?"
I mean,
fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy some fucking candy from Willy Wonka.
If it was like a super hot porn star, it's like with like 30 seconds with a super hot porn star be worth $1,000.
Why are you gonna blow your load in 30 seconds?
Probably if she's super fucking hot. If she's super hot, probably.
And she's doing things that you've never seen.
Yeah,
before.
Exactly, man. Yeah, man.
Well, you better fucking yoga that shit up and give me a month. I gotta do my Karma Sutra meditation.
Yeah. Like. Totally not worth it for $1,000. Totally not.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna pay anybody, who would you pay to have sex with? I'd pay a porn star.
They know what they were doing.
Exactly.
But they've also had sex with like thousands of dudes. That's
wear a
gross.
Condom.
It's still gross.
Not if you're wearing a condom.
The things you've seen.
It's 99.9% less gross.
I don't know, man. No, I wouldn't pay.
No?
It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it.
I think you're just saying that because your wife's downstairs.
No, I'm not.
Y'all sound like a bunch of teens that just have entered the world of porn.
Well, when YouTube was down, Pornhub views
came right up.
That was the whole meme on the internet too. Was when Pornhub was down, it's like, what do I do now? YouTube's down, and then it was like, oh yeah, there's Pornhub. Next best thing.
Or Twitch.
Or
Check
Twitch.
us out on twitch.tv.
Yeah,
Inappropriate Bar Talk. Going exclusive November 1st. Again, we're Inappropriate Bar Talk every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Hawaii time. This is what we do. We drink, we talk, we have a good time with our viewers. We talk story, and we do beer tastings, and we do unboxings, and sometimes we get a little drunk. Sometimes we're just normal.
Yeah. You'd pay $1,000 to have sex with a porn star?
I'm just saying. Maybe not Lisa Ann, but like maybe.
What about like what, Mia Khalifa or something?
Nah,
like that?
she doesn't do it for me.
No.
Maybe like maybe Riley Reid.
Yeah, she's all right.
Actually, or like what's her name, dude? The little Mexican one, like Jinx Maze, maybe. Or
I don't know her.
Do yourself a favor and Google that. Jinx Maze or. What's the other one?
Like, seriously, I don't know. Like, porn
dude,
stars'
there's so
names
many
and
new
stuff.
ones now.
I know Mia Khalifa because she's on Twitch. She's actually on Twitch, but she does collabs with all kinds of Twitch people.
A few seconds later. Wait, what's
I remember back in the days of like Tara Patrick and Sasha Grey and stuff like
Sophia.
that.
No, not Sophia. What the fuck is her name, dude? Little Mexican chick. She's hot. Super hot. I like the real like thin framed ones. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. Chris, I think it's about time to wrap this up.
Yeah, on that note.
Yeah, on that note.
We're going to wrap this up in 30 seconds or less. This is Inappropriate Bar Talk. My name's Chris.
And I'm fucking Tony.
We're live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Hawaiian time. You can catch us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can follow us on Instagram at Inappropriate Bar Talk and on Twitter at IBT Podcast.
That's right.
Starting November 1st, we are exclusively on Twitch. So if you haven't joined Twitch yet, please join up with Twitch. Link your Amazon account to your Twitch account. It's super easy. Hit that little crown
and then use that free subscription for us
of your screen. And if you want to throw us a nice little Prime subscription your way, it costs you nothing.
Yeah.
And you can support the show and have fun with us every week, and we can do this bigger and better every single fucking time.
We try to.
We're going to have new merch we're going to be working on. Don't buy the shirts right now. They're not too good, but we're going to be working on that. Stay tuned for...
Sicarius is working on that, so thank you again, Sicarius. Always a pleasure to have you here.
And we appreciate
and thank you for all your hard work. Again, thanks to Danny and Chanel for all the cool gifts from
Japan.
Danny and
Chanel. Thank you, Tyler, for the beer.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Also, stay tuned this week. Just catch us put the notifications on. So
Halloween's going to be a fun show.
Leading up to Halloween, I'm going to be doing Halloween streams. Tony's going to be streaming stuff he is streaming stuff all the time.
Sometimes
so you can watch some PUBG streams.
You might just catch me taking a nap on my chair,
and I just jump on with him, and we sleep together on the show. Over the mic.
Whoa, what? We sleep together?
No,
what?
I mean I sleep on the anyway. Yeah,
don't listen to this guy. I don't know what he's doing.
Is my face getting red right now? Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching the show, guys. Thank you, Monica, too.
Yes, thank you, Monica, for all your help behind the scenes.
We want to thank you guys for joining this week. Make sure you join us live every week at Wednesday 8 p.m. or on the show whenever. Follow us.
Just come hang out with us and chat with us. We're easygoing.
Have
guys.
a drink.
Yeah.
Have fun. Love you guys. We'll talk to you next week. Mahalo.
Yeah. Peace. Aloha.